time. It is time to have justice being administered into the courtroom of your heart. I don't know what that means, but hey. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this other stream of Ace Attorney Apollo Justice. It's now time to enter Case 2, Turnabout Corner, which is often known as that case for some people, and, well, you're gonna see why whenever we'll delve into the details. So, how about that we start? As long as we draw breath, the wheel of fate turns. Spinning big crimes and little crimes together. And when the wheel stops, you die. But yeah, this case does a lot of things, I'd say, fairly well, but some others not as well. 2 months have passed since Mr. Gavin's arrest. My first trial, and I lost both my mentor and my job. Yeah, I'll admit it, I was screwed. But even when I hit bottom, I told myself I'd never come here. Honest. Here being the legendary Wright and Corporation law offices. Okay, Justice, time to stop trembling. Ah, you must be here for the interview, right this way. Eh? Oh. Hello there, you found the right place, welcome. What's with this girl? Well now, shall we begin? Begin what? Oops. Sorry, I wanted to lower my window just a little bit. Right, first thing first, any special talents? Talents? Yes, well, you must have at least one. Well, I guess... defending? Defending, an unusual talent, but it'll do. With a little jazzing up, of course. You think so? Let's give it a go, shall we? Eh? Go ahead, show me! Defend! Just give it all you've got, don't hold back now! What are you talking about? I can't just defend here! I mean, maybe you can if you decide to just commit a murder in front of my eyes. First lesson, a professional can perform anywhere! Thanks. I want people to be laughing with us, not at us. Thanks. But I'm not sure why they should be laughing at all. What? What exactly do you think you came here to do? What? Defend? No? Excuse me, but do you know where you are? Wright and Corporation law offices, right? Oh. I was afraid of that. Don't worry, you're not the first. Look, what's going on here? Who are you? I came here to meet with the person in charge. Well, you've apparently made no fewer than 2 mistakes. Mistakes? But I got a call from Mr. Wright this morning. Perhaps you should go read the sign out front again. What's there to read? Look, it says right here. Oh. Why does it say Wright Talent Agency? Welcome to the Wright Talent Agency, where you've always come to the right place. I'm Trucy Wright, CEO. I'm a magician. It all came flooding back. The trial, that girl. That's right, she's my daughter. Trucy Wright. Yep, I see Phoenix got busy. Also, no, she's not 7 years old. Like, hold on a second. Yeah, 15. But, yeah, you'd think, yeah, shouldn't we have heard of her a little sooner, like in the first 3 games? Here, check out our flyer. So, what's your name? Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Alright, so might as well check out what this place is about. Yeah, blue silk hat just like the one Trucy's wearing. Oh, it's just for show. Don't wear it, please! Oh, last out from my mind, honest. I put it there so clients can see it and know who I am. But it's like you already have a top hat on your head. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't think you need the extra thing. A strange split box leers at me from the wall. Oh, is this one of those boxes from cutting people in half? That's right, this cabinet is used for an illusion called a zigzag. Oh, why is one just sitting here in your office? Oh, it's a little big for me, you see. Oh, I'm using it as furniture. Okay, at the very least, the reasoning is sound. Yeah, but it's just like, hey, if you've got a talent agency, you gotta have the talent. Oh, Mr. Charlie. Oh yeah, that's right. I checked out the plant. Yeah, he's been in this office much longer than I have. What? Is Charlie like 16 years old? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, Daddy's mouth out a great fondness for Mr. Charlie. He's lived here since Daddy was a rookie attorney. Oh, Mr. Charlie, right. Yeah, I take care of him, alright. That table doesn't look very sturdy. Never seen a magic table. Oh, the content of the pot changes. From Earl Grey to Darjeeling. Like, is that a good or a bad thing? I don't know my tea. Anything else? Oh, a hula hoop. Oh, everyone was crazy about back when. Like, yeah, hula hoop, the long distance fad. I have no idea they were that popular. Oh, I'm not so bad with one myself, actually. Alright, show us, show us, show us. Oh, you can make someone... no, that's not what I think about when I think about a hula hoop. Yeah. There we go. Oh, the fork is floating. Not! The whole reason I became a magician, spaghetti. Okay, so I ate a whole lot of spaghetti, so does that mean I'm a magician? Oh, I made magic more amazing than that spaghetti. I mean, that doesn't sound like the tallest of order. Oh yeah, that's right, that's a piano. Magic props, practice, practice, practice! A professional never leaves their weapon far from reach. Oh, you can play the piano with all this junk on it. Well, Phoenix Wright can play the piano without the junk on it neither. Yep, no one plays here anyway and the neighbors complain. An old sepia-tinted photo of a man in a silk top hat. I mean, so far you've got the hat. and that's about it. Oh, guess it's good to have a role model, even if he's gonna be well over 100. Oh my goodness. Like, sometime Apollo kinda has difficulty with this whole tact thing. Whoops. Sorry, I thought I was examining the couch, but hey, apparently that's not a thing. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna be just like my hero, Mr. Wright. Here, have my badge. I've seen one of those before. That's an attorney's badge. Just like the one Daddy used to have. Now, if I take this badge, do this and this, see, it's gone! And Apollo Justice was disbarred. The end. Well, thank you for coming to the stream, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. Okay, alright. Yeah, no need to worry. Just look in your pocket. No, wait, my pocket? Wait a second, there's something in there. The flyer for your agency. And here's your badge. You can have it back now. It's the last time I let her touch anything of mine, period. Alright, so how about anything now? Is this really a talent agency? You bet. Daddy started it 7 years ago when he quit law. Of course, we only have 2 people signed up right now. 2 people, does that include you? Trucy Wright, magician extraordinaire. I've done a lot of stage shows, paid too. I'm a professional, you know. Alright. Thank you, Seraphic Cats. Thank you very much. Yeah, promise you'll come to one of my shows, okay? Let's see. Oh, and the other person our agency represents is Phoenix Wright, pianist extraordinaire. Or does she mean he's really ordinary at his job? Your dad, in other words. And he say he couldn't play piano. Our agency doesn't see that as a problem. Why? There are many magicians who can do magic. Yeah, at least you're optimistic, I'll give you that. So you're Phoenix Wright's daughter? That's right. After Daddy quit law 7 years ago. I promise I will keep him fed. So I'm kind of his sugar daddy, get it? No. I'm in charge of this whole office, too. Pretty amazing for a young lass of 15, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, 15? How old is Mr. Wright? Daddy? Oh, he's 33 this year. I'm sure there's a good explanation, I hope. Yeah, it's like, this is already setting off to be really weird. About Mr. Wright giving up law was because of that incident 7 years ago, wasn't it? Hey, you know about that? Not the details. I remember in the news, though, it was a big deal. So I hear. I was too young to understand what was going on. I'll ask Daddy about it next time I get a chance. Daddy, right. That reminds me about Mr. Wright. He gave me a call this morning to come in. Daddy's not here right now. He's in the hospital. The hospital? Yeah, he's on strict bed rest until he gets better. What? Okay. Which hospital is Mr. Wright in? I'll pay him a visit. Oh, the Hickfield Clinic. It's quite close. Right, well, I'll be going now, and I'll give this showbiz gig some thought, okay? Wait, I'll go with you. So, this is Mr. Wright's hospital. Visitors, are ya? Yeah, are you the doctor? Yep, Dr. Fickfield the name. Good morning, doctor. Oh, hiya there, Trucy, cute as ever. Is this Daddy's room? Oh yeah, except he's gone for a morning checkup. Be back soon. How are you, Miss Trucy? Got any places you'd like examined? Yeah, it's phony because she's 15. Like, no, fuck off. Doctor, the nurse was looking for you. Why, if it isn't the daddy of the cutest little thing in town. Guess I'll be off then. Hey, later, Trucy. Like, I kid you not, when I saw this line the first time, I actually stopped playing the game. I was like, no, fuck this guy, I hate him. What an odd bird that guy was. Good morning. Didn't expect you so soon, Apollo. Mr. Wright. Alright, but before we talk, let's snoop in the room. Yeah, what's that on TV? So it's like some sort of action hero show. Oh, I know that one. That's the Sniffling Samurai. Achoo! His booger flick attack is a big hit with the grade school crowd. I have no idea you like this kind of stuff, Mr. Wright. Well, what else is there to do when you're stuck in bed? Besides, the episodes will just keep piling up if I don't keep up, you know? Yeah, try not buying them. Now's the only time I get to watch and write up my report. Your reports? It's a long story. Like a lot of things, actually. Yeah, it's like, what is this tower of pizza here? A swaying, spiraling stack of DVD cases. Steel Samurai, the Nickel Samurai, the Pink Princess, the Zappy Samurai Electric Bugaboo. They're all children action hero shows. This kid I know keeps sending them to me. Like a niece or nephew? Something like that. Like the collection, this kid's parent must be really generous with their allowance. Funny, Mr. Wright doesn't seem the type that kids would like. Yeah, I'm sorry, but there's a mayo who will actually be screaming right now. Doctor said you weren't supposed to drink grape juice here. Oh, Trucy, look at the label. Ah, deep sea mineral water. That's fine, I guess. I switched the labels. Don't tell Trucy, okay? Yeah, what can I say? The man loves his grape juice. A child toy piano. Gotta practice. Wouldn't want my fingers to get stiff. A pro always keeps his weapon close at hand. Shall I play you a tune? No thanks. How unfortunate. I so rarely get a chance to play. Wait, that's another bottle of grape juice, you freaking pig. Okay. Some more DVDs. Mr. Wright's bed, it's really messy. Look how messy this is! You're just hopeless without me, aren't you, Daddy? Yikes, she's attempting to clean up. Look out! You got me. What can I say? I was raised in a barn. Try not to let the word get out, Apollo, if you don't mind. Oh, might ruin your illustrious career pretending to play the piano. Alright, now let's get down to business. So yeah, what happened? What happened? Who could have imagined it? Me, victim of a hit and run. Yep, you were hit by a car? Oh, he tried to swerve, I'll give him that. Picture me tossed 30 feet through the air, only stopping when my head hit that telephone pole. You hit the telephone pole with your head? Are you okay? Thankfully, my only injury was a sprained ankle. He really is as lucky as they say. Yep, that's how he's alive, because he's a lucky son of a fuck. Remember, Phoenix survived falling down into an icy river. There's something that, well, it just doesn't sit right. I just can't believe you have a daughter, Mr. Wright. And she's so big! Not fat, but you know what I mean. Oh, Trucy's still a child. Daddy, how many times do I have to remind you? I'm not a child anymore. But you'll always be Daddy's little baby girl to me, Trucy. Ha ha ha, my foot, I'm not buying it. Oh, something you should know about Trucy. She's a magician, right? She told me. Not a mere stage magician. She's a genius. Tee aw, Daddy. You'll soon come to appreciate her talent. Just tell me things instead of insinuating them. So, why did you contact me? What could the Wright Talent Agency possibly want with me? I need to get prickly now. Hey, I didn't ask to be dragged in like this. Eh? But didn't you come into the office of your own free will anyway? Well, yeah, of course. Help! We're in big trouble here at the office! Big! I thought someone was dying. So you don't think this is big trouble? My talent agency represents only 2 people, and one of them is in the hospital. That's right, Daddy. How are we going to pay this month's rent and the groceries? Yeah, that's a problem with such a tight operation. The symbiotic relationship, when one of us falls, the other 2 must fall. Hey, this isn't exactly a suitable conversation to be having with a 15-year-old kid. In any case, if Apollo here can't help you, you'll have to transfer to a new school. Again. No, I can't. I only just made friends. How could you do this to me? To us? Bully! What? Now it's my fault! On that note, how about you come work for us? Got the perfect client for you already lined up. Oh, a client! Alright! You mean I get to do my job? I get to defend in court? Alright, I'll hear what you have to say. Got him, Daddy. Hook, line, and sinker. Haha. Now it's time to reel him in. It's official. I'm scared. Alright, client. Alright, so who's the client? Ah, yes. Here, take a look at the map and I'll explain. Last night, I left the office just before 9 o'clock. I was going to that Indoshin pasta joint, Al Dente's. Ha ha ha! I play piano there, of course. That's when it happened. The car sent me flying, nicked a telephone pole, and zoomed away. Creepy, huh? Just a tad. It's almost as creepy as hearing you tell the story like it was no big deal. The car sped off in this direction. So, good luck. You wanted a client, didn't you? Well, I'm your client. Find the guy who knocked me into the telephone pole. Well, hold on, I'm a defense attorney, not a detective. Don't worry, once you found the guy, I intend to sue him. Then you can stick it to him in court. I'm not a prosecutor either! I'm sorry, but this is crazy. I'm going home. Don't get so worked up. It was just a joke. Eh? Like, he's such a dickhead in this game. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. Oh, Daddy, sorry, Apollo. He just loves jokes, you know? Even the ones that aren't very funny. Your real client should be stopping by the office any time now. The office, you mean the talent agency? No harm in going. It's not like I have anything else to do. One more thing. Look into my accident too, would you? I marked the scene of the tragedy on this map. It's right in front of this park. Should be easy to find. So he is going to make me investigate this after all. Alright. Oh, that's right. Alright. I'm the attorney now, dog. Oh, what's that? Looks strangely familiar. Could you not recognize an attorney's badge? It's been 7 years. I've forgotten a lot of things. I guess some 7 years are longer than other. Alright, so let's go to the office. Hopefully we'll be able to do actual defense. Hey! How long you planning on making me wait, eh? Ah, good morning! Hey there, Trucy doll. Sounds like your pup's at a bit of a rough spot, hey? All's well that ends well, I guess. This is our client. Hey, so this is that Polo fellow, eh? Oh, yes? The name's Apollo. Look at him there, arms all crust-like, ready to fight. Yes, sir. You don't mean that literally, do you? The boss told you what I need, right? Don't let me down now, Apollo. Don't worry about your defense, sir. I'm on it. Defense? Your noodle half-cook? It's too late for defense. My castle's been stormed. My keep's been kept. My noodle stand been stolen. Noodle? You know Mr. Eldoon from the Noodle Stand, don't you, Polly? No? No nickname, please. And no, of course, I don't know him. And you in these parts? Not really? Then you know the best noodles in town. Eldoon's Noodle. Whose noodle? My noodles! Help me out here, Trucy doll. This is Mr. Guy Eldoon, our client. Maybe you can tell us what the problem is, Mr. Eldoon. Anything for you, Trucy doll. Oh boy, looks like we're not gonna do any defense. So, you run a noodle stand, Mr. Eldoon. Guy Eldoon's the name, and noodles are my game. The secret's in the soup. I've been searching for the perfect soup for 1.5 years. Oh, that's not that long, really? My family's been noodle men for generations. Got a lot of expectations on my shoulders. 15 fathers passing the noodle to 15 sons. That's a pretty old noodle. Aye, and fool that I was, I pushed it away. I rebelled against my pops and picked another livelihood. But that didn't turn out so well. Oh. There was no denying it. Salty broth runs through these veins, boy! So it was like destiny that you became what you are. Right, destiny's the word. Oh, I fought it. But in the end, I was bound by the twisted noodle of fate. A mental image I care to linger on. So, last year I started my noodle stand. The 15th generation of Eldoon's noodles. So, tell me more about Eldoon's noodles. You don't know the genius that are my noodles? I make them so salty, why they're saltier than salt. I really don't want to find out. Daddy's a regular at this noodle stand. He frequented my pop stand back during his attorney days too. And this is where localization finally catches back on, because hey, in the first 3 games, Phoenix and Maya were going for burgers, but no, in the official text it was always they were going for noodles, and here in this game it finally becomes canon. The hamburgers were a lie. In come the noodles. Yep, him and his assistant. I'm sorry. I'll be sure to drop by your stand soon. Wish you could, Sonny! Eh? Heck, I wish I could. I'd give anything for a bowl about now. I mean, don't you have one on your head? Oh, thank you, Lord Misfit. Thank you for the burger bits.
Eat your hamburgers, Apollo.
What do you mean? It was stolen! My stand! Gone! Stolen? Oh boy. It was last night. I was doing my rounds, blowing my whistle. It's like an ice cream truck's bell, but louder! He even gets complaints. Heh, now you're just trying to butter me up. It sounded more like the blues than a whistle. Close up my stand for the night and park by the house. Then, this morning, dark and early. Who's gone? My keep! My castle! Ooh! Maybe some bum carted it off? Just guessing here. Well, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there, too. That's the saddest thing I've heard all day. You know it. Anyhow, that's the deal. Good luck. Thank you for the revenant. The timing was surprisingly exquisite. Good. Wait. What exactly is your request? My noodle stand. Find it. And the day you bring my baby back is the day you feast on as many noodles as you want. Of course I make it so hot and salty, 2 bowls kill a man. Then I'd really need defense. Speaking of defense, that's what I do. I'm a lawyer, not a detective. This is where I live. You drop by if you need any info, okay? Get it back today if you can, Polo. I got noodles to make. Yep, things have certainly taken a turn for the bizarre. Traffic accidents and noodle stand thieves. Actually, there was something I wanted to ask you about too, Apollo. Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. Listen to the lady's problem now. Don't be cruel. I lost something last night. That is, something was stolen. Hey, what's this? More thievery and skullduggery? Well, someone stole a pair of my panties. Yep. We're really doing this. Panties. So they were stolen your, my panties, yes. Right. Panties. That's a crying shame, that is, Trucy doll. I was alone in the office last night. I had hung my panties out the window there to dry. When a thief came and took them, my favorite panties! At the very least, there's also a dog on the case, apparently. I ran after him. Give those back! I shouted. Wait! Well, that was certainly brave of you. But I lost him. Without those panties, I don't know what I'll do. Like, aren't you melodramatic? A darn crying shame, eh? Well, at least the scene of the crime is convenient. I'll mark it on your map. Yep, the office. I'll be heading home now. Remember, find my stand or there's an empty bowl in your future, Polo. Yeah, first of all, does she only own what panties? Everything will have an explanation, you'll see. And you help out Trucy doll here too, you hear? Things have certainly picked up, haven't they? We had no work yesterday, and now we have 3 cases. I guess. Let's see where we stand. Not in a courtroom, that's where. Alright, first item on our list. Phoenix Wright, Daddy's hit and run accident. We have to find the one who hit him. Who's going to pay us for this again? The second item. Mr. Heldoon's request to find a stolen stand, for which we stand to gain a bowl of salty noodles. And the last request is mine, to find my stolen panties. That bowl of noodles is looking better and better. Alright, let's go, Polly! To the streets! Aren't you enthusiastic? How could I not be? Let's crack these cases, you and me! Guess we might as well get started. Let's see, a hit and run, a stolen stand, and last but not least, stolen panties. Alright, let's get cracking. At this point, alright, can we arrest the doctor? Let's go back to the clinic. Oh, Mr. Wright's gone. Oh, maybe he's gone for an examination. I'll probably be back soon. Let's wait. Oh, I think it might take some time. Daddy always loves his examinations, especially with the creepo doctor. Hey, when are you gonna bring your daughter back? Alright, that was a whole lot of nothing, so... Oh boy, alright. That said, not the most optimal padding here. Oh, at least now we have discussion. Oh, maybe I should ask her more about her... This is going to be difficult. Apollo! Yeah? You're going to have to press me for information. Go ahead, do your worst. Did I tell you that Apollo Justice also unfortunately has quite a fair bit of typos? No thanks, I pass. You can't pass, this is your job! Look, I had hung them outside the window there to dry. When a thief came and took them, my favorite panties! I ran after them, after him. Give those back, I shouted. Wait! But I lost him. I can't live without those panties. Please find them! You pressed me about my panties, Apollo. Do we have any lead? One moment. Alakazam! Alakazing! Whoa, where does all this evidence come from? So what happens next? That's it! Pretty neat, huh? Yeah. Neat. And she's 15, by the way, which further adds to the whole yikes factor. Oh, accident scene. So this is where Mr. Wright got hit by the car. According to the map, this is the place. Yeah, what a huge mansion. Feels like Chinatown. Apollo, there's a nice looking lady over here. Let's question her. Okay. I'm a little curious about the park over there, too. Excuse me, can we have a few words with you? You want something? Whoa, that husky voice. Why am I suddenly sweating? That's quite a house you've got there. You must have a lot of money. Money sounds like something my son will call his friends. This is the Kitaki family mansion, little girl. You, kid with the hair. You want something? Me? No, not a thing. Bye. Apollo, we can't leave without questioning her. What if she knows something? But the Kitaki family! They're the biggest organized crime syndicate in town. If you're going to ask something, ask it. If you're man enough. Right! Yay! Way to whip him into shape, ma'am. She don't know fear. I'm Plum Kitaki, wife of the fourth head of the Kitaki family business. Friends call me Little Plum. I'm Little Apollo Justice, attorney at law. If looks could kill this woman, we'll be a mass murderer by now. Alright. You know the drill. Before questioning, let's look around. Yeah, what a mess. Paint knocked over by the car that hit my daddy. That's right. And I'm less to clean off the mess. If I whoever did this, bring this scoundrel by, would you? Of course! Then you can make them clean up their own mess. You're cute. Naive but cute. When I find whoever did this, you can bet I'll be doing some cleaning. There's nothing I dislike so much as a mess. Oh, I wish I could see cool things like that. I'll bet you do. I'd laugh if my teeth weren't chattering so hard. Oh, a big house. Oh, I like the fox. It's so cute. Ah, that's our family crest from the old country. Oh, we're clever as the fox and our teeth are sharp. And finally, we eat our lettuce. Oh, so it's like a motto. You need a crest too, Apollo. Oh, how about the scales of justice or a lunar lantern? I'll pass, thanks. I mean, maybe a lunar lander will actually be nice. Why do I get the feeling he's glaring? Those paints must have been to repaint this wall. That's right, I called in an artist to do the job right. He's the third so far. The third? The first spilled paint all over the entrance here. The second on my kimono. So No, don't tell me! It's better that I don't know! Yeah, that's right. Wait. How do I go to the other place? Okay. Who's that? She's looking at the park. So, hi, Scruffle. How you doing? She's pretty. I bet she has a story, you know? There's something about her. Too bad she seems to be in a bit of a rush. Okay, I mean, looks like she's already gone. Yeah, what is the grandma doing? Looks like there's some trouble by the park gate. I smell an incident! Ma'am, there's no entry to the park. Now, don't you tell me where I can go, young fellow. I always walk through this park on my way home. Please, get down from there. You'll hurt yourself, ma'am. That's quite the determined old lady. Personally, I'm a little more interested in the park. Oh, I bet they're filming a movie with... Where's the cameras? Oh, hey, miss, stay out of the park. Oh, got mad at me. Oh, something happen here, officer? Huh? No, move along, nothing to see. Why don't you kids go play someplace else? Yeah, we're not kids and we're not playing, and I'm an attorney. Something wrong? Ah, Detective Sky, we're fine, ma'am, nothing to report. Oh, detective. She's wearing a lab coat. Oh, you're hardly one to comment on how people are dressed. And these kids are? Curiosity seekers, ma'am. They claim to be lawyers. Huh, why don't you kids run along and play someplace else? Look, we're not... Or I might spill something on that pretty face of yours. One of those of experimental hydroxyacellulose tracy? Come again? Thank you, Dial the Dude. Thank you very much for the stuff. What's hydroxy stuff? Whatever it is, it doesn't sound good. Let's go, Trucy.
Detective by shooting sky high.
Try to keep out the riffraff, if you would. Yes, ma'am. How are we gonna get more information like this? Why don't we ask that nice woman across the street? Oh, that nice woman. Yep. The nice woman who's sweeping. I'd really like to know what happened here. Oh, I said no one gets in! Unless you want a face full of hydroxyxadia with it. Okay, no dice. Can I investigate the trash at least? Oh, detective life sure is a hard one. Oh, a tour in the action. Oh, 2 pieces of garbage with paint on them. Slippers. They look like those slippers you get at the hospital. Oh, doesn't this go on a car? Oh, a side view mirror. Was torn off when it smacked onto something or someone. Wait, you don't think? I do. This could be from the car that hit Mr. Wright. Wow, and he took off its mirror? I never knew Daddy was so strong. Oh, I only have room in my pocket for one of these, though. Alright, which do we want? I mean, the mirror seems more relevant to our case. We're here to investigate the hit and run. Alright, mirror slip in pocket. Alright. The Kitakis. Little Plum, that's a really cute name for someone so... Yes? Whoa! What is it, Apollo? How about you go through me when talking to her, okay, Trucy? It seems like a bit of a needless procedure. I'm a lawyer. I live for needless procedure. Oh, little girl, you should know. We're gangsters. Oh, that means you're the bad guys. Trucy! Throw me! Please! I'm begging you here! The bad guys! I like the sound of that. I'm going to need some warm tea after this. Takes a lot of hard work to protect the family fortune. Things aren't as easy as they used to be for us bad guys. So you're saying that business is in a slump? Let's not ask about business if we can help it, please. There was a car accident here last night. Of course you wouldn't know about it. Sorry to bother you. Wait. Yes? You're talking about that man, aren't you? The one who flew 30 feet and just walked away. That's my daddy! I should have known. One of our capos thought he'd make a great point man. Capo? Point man? Could you avoid using too much industry lingo? It's like, I kind of would like to see that now. Phoenix Wright, ace mobster. In any case, it's been nothing but trouble. I've been cleaning up the streets since morning. Bah! Cleaning up this paint? Was this paint spilled at the time of the accident? It was around 9 last night. I heard a crashing noise and found your father drowning in a sea of paint. So you came to his rescue? You've my husband, the boss, to thank for that. The car that hit your father knocked over this paint, then turned the corner and sped away. We're in the middle of repainting our wall, you see? Oh, I'm sure that dragon is glaring at me. But why are you out here cleaning it up? What do you mean? I mean, aren't you a gangster? Don't you have any goons to do your dirty work for you? Please, don't you me when you want to. Don't be such a stiff lawyer, boy. I suppose we gangsters do have a certain image. Yes. But we're community-oriented gangster, you see? The boss likes to give back to the people, see? How noble of him. I avail myself out of the public facilities to get rid of all the garbage. Now there's just the paint on the street to deal with. Public facilities? I wonder if she means that trash can. Yep, I've already got the jump on you. Can I ask you a question? What? What happened in the park across the street? Ah, yes, quite the commotion. Chicago lightning, as the boss will say. Chicago, Gunfire. Someone was killed. Strange circumstances, too. You're kidding! What a morning. Trouble everywhere. The park, the gate, even our house. Something happened at your house, too? Crime without honor, without remorse. It's a private matter. Wanna hear about it? Somehow I don't think no is an acceptable answer, Polly. Yeah, private matter. Somebody took your panties. What happened at your house? Bloomers. Last night. Heh. I got a bad feeling about this. Me, little Plum Kitaki, the victim of a panty snatcher! What? That wasn't just my panties that were stolen? Got you too, did they? Poor thing. Like I said, whoever did this is a hardened criminal. Wasn't you, was it? No, of course not. Mercy! I've heard word that panties have been disappearing lately. And the missing panties all have something in common. It's hard to imagine Trucy and Mr. Kitaki's panties having much in common. Just imagine Mr. Kitaki's panties. Ugh. I know, we'll find your bloomers too. Great, show me what you're made of. What have you gotten me into this time, Trucy? Yep, now we've got 4 missions. And a weird lady. Ah, welcome home, sweetie. Ah, hello, mother. She's a Kitaki too? Miss? Here, our flyer. The Wright Anything Agency? Anything Agency? Yeah. Do you like the new flyer? So, this is our defense attorney, Mr. Apollo Justice. Attorney? Drop by our office. We'll be waiting. Goodbye. Why did you give her our flyer? I don't know. She seemed like she could use some help. She's the heiress to a gangster dynasty. She doesn't need our help. I wouldn't be so sure. Eh? Okay, many things sure have happened. So we're scene of the stand theft. Alright, scene of the stand theft. What's this place? Yeah, no! This will be Mr. Heldoon's house, silly. Oh, so this is where his stand was stolen from. You can see a piece of evidence lying on the ground already. Hey! Oh, there's a police car parked over there. Oh, bargain. 3 shots for the price of 1. Oh boy, don't get an anti-vaxxer there because... Yeah, you're right. What's with that sparkly entrance? What is this place? An hospital? There's a sign. Merectis Clinic. Oh, that's where the thief went. The thief? The one who snatched my panties. He ran into this clinic last night. Oh, maybe that police car is here to find my panties. I doubt it. Well, there's only one way to be sure. Let's investigate. Ah, there you are, Sonny. Well, find anything yet? No, not yet. The longer you loaf around here, the saltier your victory bowl gets. Just remember that. This bowl of noodle is sounding less like payment and more like punishment. Alright, you know the drill. Before we talk, we look. Alright, no. Yeah, that's quite a sign. I take that it's no as opposed to old. Ah, you like it. Made it myself, I did. I meant to write noodle, but ran out of space. That's not a very Prior planning prevents poor performance. Lucky for me, it spells a word all by itself. It spruces up my image, it does. It does have a certain power of willful denial thing going for it. Oh yeah, he's nude. Yeah, this house is, well, it's old. It's been well loved, that's for sure. I have lived here with my wife for many years now. It's got character though, just like my soup. I always thought character was a positive thing. Oh yeah, that's right. Doggo! Look! A doggy! Good boy, Salty! I'm sure the dog has a real name, Trucy. Yep, sure does. Name's Spoon. And it's a she, by the way. Spoon doesn't seem so lively. She didn't get her bowl of salty broth this morning, that's why. Poor little thing. Apollo, let's find that stand soon, for Spoon's sake! I'm pretty sure dogs aren't supposed to eat noodles. Or salt. It's like, no, I think that might be animal cruelty. Yes, someone stole the dog's panties. Somebody with artistic talent drew a dog getting his panties stolen. No, don't do that, actually. That's a terrible fucking idea. Whoops. Alright, we've already investigated. Yeah, the doggy diaper is stolen. Oh, a handwritten sign here. Save the light. Yeah, Mr. Heldoon's house is practically in the dark here. Yeah, I guess the hospital clinic next door blocks the sunlight. Everything gone wrong since they built this monstrosity. Fucking hospital mart. Rot needs sons or it rots. What's a man to do? They just want my customer to get food poisoning so they can turn a pretty profit. No, that's totally how it went. Oh, is this yours, Mr. Heldoon? Hey, that's the heart and soul of Heldoon's noodle. The bowl absorbs my salty soup. Pretty soon it's gonna taste just like noodles. It does smell like noodles. All my other bowls got taken away with my stand. Get it back from me, sonny boy. I'm begging you. Hey, at least we got one bowl. That's a start, right? Sadly we can't investigate this portrait here. It was kind of fancy. Oops. I just wanted to look at the sink, but no, I think I have to look here. Looks like the oil drum is connected to that sink over there. Oh, collecting rainwater to do the dishes. How environmental classically conscientious. Oh, you don't think he uses rainwater to cook his noodles and to make the broth? Oh, sure he finds the best water money can buy. Oh, look, that sign over here. Heldoon only uses water from all natural sources, like crying. I think I'll take a rain check on eating here. Alright, now what about here? Yeah, the Mirectus Clinic. Oh, looks more like a casino parlor than a hospital. Bing, 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 bing! Gather your kidney here at Mirectus Clinic. Oh, and it's closed. Oh, they have a special offer going on. 3 shots for the price of 1. Oh, now our chance, Apollo. Chance for what? I don't need any shots, thank you. Whoever runs this clinic, they seem pretty business-minded. Right, police. Oh, I don't understand if there was an ambulance outside, but a police car? Oh, maybe they're tax evaders. Oh, sorry, miss. No going in the clinic today. Oh, did something happen? Huh? Oh no, nothing to see here. Move along. You have to find someplace else to play doctor. No. No, why are you... Fuck the police. Like, fuck you. What the hell? Hey, you, the 22... Nah, I'm not even gonna... Yeah, a lot of nothing here to see today. Oh yeah, what if the thief who stole my panties is still in there? Oh, whoops. Like I just wanted to investigate the door. Oh, almost 3 years. Thank you, Impuli. Yeah, a cab. All cops are perverts. Okay, no. You can't investigate the door.
Almost 3 years.
Yeah, please stop saying panties in public. Okay, alright. Let's kill it off once and for all. Panties! It can mean whatever you want. That's the good thing. Alright, now let's actually talk. Alright, your stand, Heldoon's noodle. Hey, pass on from father to son. That stand's seen its share of salt. Salt runs in the family, you might say. I bet high blood pressure does too. So your stand, Heldoon noodle, was stolen. Oh, it wasn't just the stand that was stolen, sonny boy. I lost those wobbly wheel, my salt-crusted stew pot, my stained sign, my piss-stained toilet. Whoops, wrong dude. I didn't just lose a stand, I lost a legend. No one steals a legend and gets away with it on my watch. Let's find that legend, Apollo. Isn't it about time he bought a new one anyway? Are there any more details you could give me about the stand? You bet, sonny boy. It happened last night. I was blowing my whistle like always, crying the town I was. The smell of broth filled the street, thick and salty. I got home, well, right before 10 p.m. I reckon. Guess he's not aiming for the late night market. Yep. Uber heat at 11 p.m. I washed my bowls and gave the wheels a squirt of grease. Then oh yeah, that's right. Speaking of bowl, I didn't even check the bowl. All right, let's check out the bowl in more detail. It's the Helldo Noodle mascot. Ah, what the fuck are these noodles? So much salt. It's not a very endearing mascot, is it? You know, come to think of it, looks a lot like you. What? No! Where are you getting this at? Is there anything else? Okay, the mascot is also on the back of the bowl. Alright, so when did you notice it had been stolen? Early this morning, before the sun rose. Work starts early. That many people eat noodles for breakfast? I'm washed up on the salty shores of ruination. That's standing my whole life in it, my whole being. Okay, we're starting to get it now. Oh, all my soup stock, my noodles, my bowls, and my dreams. At least I left one bowl. Look here, on the ground. If you don't find that stand today, then I'll be forced to walk the streets peddling that bowl. My last bowl. Please, I'm under enough pressure here as it is. Also, why he has a ramen bowl for a hat? Because a professional always gotta wear their tools of the trade. Like, Trucy's a magician, silk hat. So therefore, the other guy, ramen hat. If they have to steal, make it my loin. No, fuck! That's not a mental image that I ask for neither. Like, I fucking hate everyone right now. I don't think the thief lives here, do you? I wouldn't put it past that good-for-nothing doctor. Do I detect a little animosity here? Oh, let's make sure to check out that garage thoroughly. Do you think something happened next door? There's a police car out front. Probably gave someone food poisoning, I'll get. Oh, if anyone's at risk of giving someone food poisoning, that police car got here this morning, actually. I asked what they were up to, but they wouldn't even tell me. The neighbor! Not that I was surprised much. That doctor works for the wrong crowd. It was just a matter of time before he got what was coming to him. The wrong crowd. Never you mind about that. Yeah, he operates on people that do NFTs. Oh, I can tell my bowl by the Mr. Salty logo. The mascot of Eldon's Noodle. They come to the stand, they sit, they drink deep from that bowl, and when they see the bottom, their face just looks like Mr. Salty's. Genius, no? Very high concept. You can't play a trade if you don't love the tools, remember that. Yes, sir! Trucy has a thing for professionals, clearly. I mean, yeah, she's a budding professional. Alright, now what about the garage? Are we gonna find panties in the garage? Alright, this is the place. This is where that panty snatcher ran. Oh, are you sure? Maybe. Let's look for clues. Clues to a panty snatching. Clues like a... No, stop it, please. You try not saying panties so many times. Oh, kitty cat! Hey, kitty cat! Here, kitty, kitty, kitty! It's not coming down. You do look kind of suspicious, you have to admit. It's okay, kitty cat. His hair won't hurt you. It's okay, kitty cat. She won't make you disappear in her hat. Yep. It's like already we have such good camaraderie establishing between our two characters. Look, it's a folding ladder. Bully, that's called a step ladder. Come on. A step ladder? How's that different from a regular ladder then? It's a much more complex piece of machinery. It's like two ladders stuck together. So you admit that basically it's a ladder, right? Wait, huh? You have to look past the form, at the essence of the thing. Can we talk about something else? Yeah, that said, Apollo is stronger at presenting pro-ladder argument. Oh, someone's there! Oh, it's just a gold-painted... What do you mean it's just a gold-painted human skeleton? Yeah, this is totally common. There's a mannequin hand waving to us from the box behind the skeleton. This place just screams hospital storage, don't you think? Screams something, that's for sure. Oh, there's something about this car. Alright, let's take a closer look. Oh, what do you know? What do we have here? That reminds me. I once read a record of a case that Mr. Wright worked on many years ago. Apparently there was this car with a piece of cloth shoved into the tailpipe. That piece of cloth turned out to be a vital clue to solving the case. Wow! I remember that case record whenever I'm checking out a car. And I always check the tailpipe. Everyone's gonna have a hobby, I guess. Wouldn't it be funny if... Hey, there's something in there! What? Wait a second! Are these your... Ah! My panties! What? Already? Thank you, Apollo! You're a genius! Amazing! No, really, don't mention it. Yep, there we go. I'm serious. I'm really impressed. You must have a nose for finding girls' panties. Can we... what are those? My little panties, of course. They've come home to Mama. I can't wait to use them. You're going to put them on now? Watch closely now. See? Nothing in the panties. Ta-da! What? Where did that come from? How did that ball get in your panties? My panties are an extra-dimensional space. Anything can fit in there. They're my magic panties. It's one of my best tricks. Magic panties. They love them so much at the Wonder Bar. I do shows there nightly. You mean those panties are a prop? You could have told me a little sooner! Yep. It's like we will have saved so much embarrassment. Alright, that's one case closed. Yeah, we still have to catch the sly devil that ran off with the tool of my trade. Ah, right. Alright, we're not finished searching this garage anyway. Alright, yeah, what's down here now? A cell phone. Oh, dropped it beneath this tire. I bet it was looking for its panties. If the car move, it will be crushed for sure. I wonder if it belongs to the doctor here. She'll bring it to him later. Alright, more stuff to do, I guess. Yep, look at that. The mirror's being broken off. Now this is a clue. What? You're smiling like you know something I don't. You aren't keeping a clue from me, are you, Polly? A clue, let's see. Yep, I think I do have the clue you've got in mind. Alright. Stop talking about your panties! My clue is this! There we go, it's the same color and size and everything. Perfect match! I guess we could check it out. Ah, yeah, that's right. Looks like we've just solved a case. Yeah, this is the car that hit Phoenix Wright. Oh yeah, somehow he's being ran over by a doctor. You put the pro in professional, Apollo. Gee, thanks, Trucy. Apollo! What is it? Now that we've solved this case, we should go report to Daddy. He'll mope if we leave him alone too long, knowing him. Okay. Doesn't seem the type to mope, though. And this is hardly a case worth reporting. I mean, I guess he's gonna be able to sue him or something, whatever. Alright. Hopefully no doctor, no doctor. Yo! How goes it? Daddy, how do you feel? Not bad, Trucy, not bad. It's good to have you young uns on the case. Let's hope Daddy-o get some well-deserved R&R. The elderly need the rest. Oh god, this fucking hurts. Like, isn't he only 33? I'm older than Phoenix Wright right now. We've cleared up most of the cases. I was right about you. Competent. Capable. Tell me what you found out, if you want to. Your enthusiasm is overwhelming. Alright, I mean... Yep, look at that. So this was the thing that led you to the car. Yes, sir, the mirror you knocked off was just the clue we needed. Good work, Apollo. Of course, you might say... I was the one who made solving that case possible. You don't get points for... I mean, he kind of does, like, that's kind of badass. But on the flip side, oh god, what a fucking... Yeah. Look, my panties! They came home to mama! Thanks, Apollo. I was worried about them too. Trucy special ordered those. A startling display of parental concern. I'd hate to have to buy a new pair. Make that a not so startling display of cheapskatedness. Alright, what else you gotta say? Well, I certainly didn't expect you back this early. Polly's amazing! He found my panties so quick! Almost like he was the one who stole them! You have an interesting concept of praise. And? Did you find the mad driver who gave me that 30-foot toss? Apparently, it was a doctor from the Meractis Clinic. Meractis, eh? I've heard of it. Nothing good, mind you. That reminds me, a police car was parked outside the clinic. Maybe something happened? What is this Meractis Clinic anyway? Yeah, we'll learn after these messages. All I've heard are the rumors. The clinic's been making good money in a bad way. Bad? Ties to organized crime. The Kitaki family. Yep. The Kitaki family? He did that on purpose. Yeah, the Kitaki family crime of... family of crime. The chicken, whenever he shows you his colors, it's too late. You'll suffocate over the feathers and the ties and the whatever the fuck a chicken has. Some injuries you can't take to a public hospital, see? They use the Meractis Clinic for their patch-up jobs. Interesting. So yeah, apparently it's a front to heel gangsters. Looks like something had happened in that park. Ah, a body was found there in unusual circumstances. Something more unusual than being dead? It's not our concern in any case. Yeah, right, let's ignore that and find that noodle stand. Yeah, you see, in Apollo Justice, we're not here in order to take on murder cases. We're here to do things differently. Thanks, really. If I get tired of sleeping, maybe I'll head down to that Merectus place. Maybe hit him up for some reparation. A little legal action will do me some good. I was wondering, when do I get paid? We solved the case of your accident and found a missing article of clothing. My panties! That leaves a noodle stand. Feel free to drop in if you get stuck. I'd be happy to help with anything not involving money. Goodbye quid pro quo, hello pro bono. Alright, back to the office to plan our next move. Like, she's always so enthusiastic, even when nothing's really going well. Oh, hello. Yep, you're the woman from the Kitaki place. Yes. I knew it. Something's the matter and you want our help, right? Well, you've come to the right place. This way, please. Thank you. My name is Eli Tatiala. I have a request. Oh, alright. Is this finally gonna be something in our field of expertise? Your request, let me guess. Something's been stolen. My panties! No, fuck off. Your flyer. It says, now defending, so I thought... What? You mean you want me to defend you? Me? Maybe you can tell us what happened? Were you hit by a car? Did someone steal your stand? Or your panties? No. I'm not the client, actually. The client will be my fiancé, I suppose you'd call him. Fiancé? What happened to him, then? He was arrested this morning. The charge was murder. Okay, there we go. Now we're finally back into familiar territory. Murder? Have you heard about what happened at the park? Yep, looks like we're gonna have to investigate that park after all. What happened? I haven't been told all the details, but I do know a body was found in the park, near the Kitaki mansion. There were a lot of police cars there. Apparently the victim was shot with a pistol. Now, I think the game disallows you from leaving your office at this point. But I hear the circumstances of the shooting were rather unusual. Your fiancé was arrested for this. What sort of person is your fiancé? What's your story? You frequent the Kitaki mansion. You a member of their organization? No, not yet. Yeah, not yet. You see, I'm to be married next month to the boss' son. The boss's son, so he's a gangster. Yes, but the Kitakis are locally responsible gangsters. I thought it'd be nice for a change. Quit my boring job, live the good gangster life. I think you're onto something. Miss Kitaki, I like the sound of that. Not sure your daddy will care much for that. Hey, your fiancé's the Kitaki family only son, correct? His name's Wookie. Wookie Kitaki. Brought a photo. Well, that's quite the photo. I know how he can be powerful and menacing, but so cute! But if he's the boss' only son, yes, I'm sure he'll take his father's place someday. Say, I'm a boss already of this agency. Oh, shut up, Trucy. Please help my Wookiee, please! Right, my first solo defense case. Crime boss son or not, I'll prove he's innocent. Prepare the letter of request. I know you need those. Alright, letter of request added. Right, let's go check out the scene of the crime. Alright, but first... Alright, let's check out the... whoops. I kinda just wanted to check out the note, the letter of request. Sadly, it's still sealed in, I doubt... Oh. What? A hit request. Why does this envelope say hit request? Yep, we're gonna kill your fiancé. It's a bit of lingo like calling a hit or a hitman. Oh, you mean gangster talk? So does hit mean to defend in gangsterisy? Well, hitman? Certainly hope not. Something tells me she used the wrong envelope. I mean, maybe these envelopes are just not common thing to have around. Alright, so now... Okay, Kitaki Mansion. Alright, this is it. My first murder crime scene. Oh, and a swanky bike. It's you kids again. Look, can you find some other place to play? We're not playing! We're, investigating. Aren't we, Apollo? Sir, I have a letter of request here. Letter of... Huh? Why does it say hit request on it? This I must have used the Kitaki stationery. Excuse me, coming through. Ah, it's you, Mr. Gavin. Who's this guy? I must say I'm used to being inspected by the ladies. But this is the first time I felt this way with a man. Mr. Gavin? Ah, Fraulein! What is a sweet morsel like you doing in such a dismal place? Can I help? Yes! The policeman officer fellow here won't let us in. We even have a letter of request. You must be exhausted standing out there. I will take you to the scene of the crime. Oh, really? By your leave, officer. Yeah, yes, sir. Of course, sir. Haha, very well. This way, Fraulein. Whee! Okay, we somehow have an unexpected ally. Okay, or maybe not, if we're not coming through. On that note, enjoy your investigation. Thank you. Will we see you again? As the wind, Fraulein. I'll be riding on it. Who was that? Apollo, look! A corpse! What? Oh, it's just a mannequin. Yes, go. Yep, sure got me. Might I ask exactly what is it you're doing here? Oh, it's you. How did you kids get in here? Oh, this guy, well, it was more like a prince, really. He let us in. Him again. That glamorous fop always getting in my way. Anyway, the scene is off limits. Excuse me, we have a letter of request. One moment. Why is she holding that big magnifying glass? I'd recognize that handwriting anywhere. Scientific analysis says this was written by Heli Tatiala. Okay, congratulations. Yeah, Took you 30 minutes to figure that out. So, what's up with the mannequin here? It's taking the place of the body, preserving the scene of the crime as it was found. The body was pulling the stand? So, you're a defense attorney, are you? Detective Emoskai, I'm in charge of this crime scene. Doesn't seem that happy about it. She doesn't seem that happy about many things. I trust you know how to stay out of the way. I always carry 2 pairs of handcuffs, just in case. Okay, so hopefully you'll be talkative in some way. Detective Sky? Quiet, please. Snack time. We're not making much progress here. She must not be very busy. Never seem to get a lucky break. Back after 9 years and they won't give me the position I requested. And then I heard he gave up the defense attorney life. Yeah, who's he? An ex-defense attorney? Yeah, Detective Sky? Yep. No matter what you say, it's the same old thing. It's Snack Hill. So yeah, we're gonna have to do something in order to get her to talk. But can we at least check out the crime scene? Hey there, no messing with the crime scene! We need to investigate! Apollo, look, that stand! It says Eldoon! I've noticed. Well, we've solved the case of the missing stand at least. Though the circumstances could stand to be better. Oh, investigations are to be carried out by professionals scientifically. She's not going to let us check out the crime scene, is she? Hey, Apollo. My very unscientific analysis tells me something here is very suspicious. Oh. I mean, yeah, I already saw what I came here to find, and it's the Noodle Stand. But yeah, we need to do something about that grumpy detective. Okay, how do you get to the clinic? Okay, what are you still doing in my office? I'm gonna have to charge you for rent or stuff. Ah, you're back. Run into some problems? Oh, Polly, didn't you want to tell Daddy something? You want to tell Daddy you've been raided by Eisen de Brognac. Thank you very much. So yeah, we're playing Apollo Justice. This is case 2, aka that case. Who? Me? No, I'm fine, really. What's this? So there is a problem? No, no problem. Actually, I got a defense request. A defense request? That is a problem. Huh? I've given up the court. I'm not a lawyer anymore.
It looks like you've been here forever.
Oh, nice. Good job, Betty BD. Fucking dipshits. Also, thank you, Penning. Thank you very much for the 61 months of sub. Holy balls of justice, Batman. The request was for me! Oh, right, you're a lawyer, aren't you? He's doing that on purpose, I know it! Alright, murder. What about this defense request? It's related to the murder in People Park, actually. Guess what? We found Mr. Heldoon's Noodle Stand at the scene of the crime. Did you now? That's unusual indeed. Never heard of a noodle stand being used as a murder weapon. I think the murder weapon was something else. You mean you don't know what the murder weapon was? That funny detective lady won't let us on the scene. What kind of detective wears a lab coat anyway? A lab coat? Didn't think she'd be involved with this. You know her? You could say that. Yeah, the Sky connection. Whoops. So you know her, don't you? I met her on a case. That was about 10 years ago. She was still a high school student at the time. That would make her about the same age as me. That's my daddy. He knows all the police types. I don't know, I kinda like his complete fucking sassiness here. Like, it's a little out of character, but hey, the guy's seen a lot of shit. Yeah, that shining prince on the motorcycle. Prince? Yeah, the mysterious prince. Apollo, tell me about this Prince of Trucy's. Indulge a concerned father. He was at the crime scene. He looked just like Mr. Gavin. Did he now? You know him? My guess is he's Christoph Gavin's younger brother. His brother? We're acquaintances, after a fashion. Clavier Gavin, rock and roll god incarnate. Clavier, what a lovely name. He's so dreamy. I didn't know Mr. Gavin had a brother. What was he doing out there? I have a feeling he'll be crossing paths again soon. Now, what was the problem again? Having trouble investigating the crime scene in the park? Yeah, that detective woman won't let us! Go to the office. Under the silk top hat, you'll find a bottle of white powder. Try taking that to this detective. Okay, we're now smuggling cocaine. First, you got me to present fake evidence, and now I'm smuggling mysterious drugs. Yeah, just take it to her. It'll be fine. You'll see. Oh, and tell her I said hi. Alright, please, let's not get into any more trouble. Okay, now she's finally gone. Alright, let's take a closer look. Eh? Yep, new age cocaine, now with a stick. You know what this is, Trucy? I remember finding some in Daddy's dresser when I was little. Thought it was sugar, so I licked it. He got mad at me. It's getting more and more suspicious. Alright, white powder, please, gingerly in pocket. Alright, she's sure to know what that white powder is. Oh yeah, that's right. Now's the time to go to the detention center. We still have to talk to our client. Bully, you look as happy as a clam in its shell. For a lawyer, this is it. The place where the battle begins. You need something? Yes, we're attorneys. I was hoping we could see Flargro subscribe for 48 months. Thank you very much for the sub. But yeah, I was hoping we could see Mr. Walkie Kitaki. Sorry, he's in questioning right now. Could take a while. Drat. Oh well, guess we'll have to come back later then. So much for that battle. But hey, at some point we're gonna have to go see our client, right? Alright, People Park. Alright. Too bad that I cannot scream this evidence. Take the powder! Does this ring any bells? Is that... It could... Where do you get that? I brought it from the office. You work at the Wright and Corporation law offices? Yes. Yeah, sort of. Detective Sky, how do you know my daddy? Daddy? I'm sorry, what did you say you were? Trucy Wright, Phoenix Wright daughter. What? Mr. Wright has a daughter? You seem shocked. Well, if you're Mr. Wright's daughter and you're his apprentice, then I'm available to help you in any way I can. Oh, thanks. And start by not calling me Mr. Wright's apprentice. This powder is used for detecting fingerprints. Fingerprints? I guess you might call it a memento from the time I spent with Mr. Wright. White powder memories. White powder memories. That sounds horribly wrong out of context. If you find any evidence with fingerprints on it, please let me know. We'll dust for prints. Well, she's quite the eager beaver all of a sudden. Alright, finally, at last, we have an ally. So now we can actually, you know, check out the crime scene. Oh, you and your trash cans. Go, knock yourself out. Can't you see I'm doing my... Look! Another pair of underwear? Wow, you're... fuck off. So yeah, what are these bloomers? Yep. Oh, it's a knife. A shiv, to be precise. Ooh, lingo. The defendant, Wookie Kitaki, is the son of known gangsters. Police are assuming this belongs to him. Wait, but wasn't the murder weapon a pistol? Huh? Look at this, there's a handprint on this shiv. A handprint? Then there might be a fingerprint. Let's investigate! Alright, first choose a fingerprint you want to examine. Alright, look closely at the handle. Yeah, see, there's more than one fingerprint on there. Those black spots? That's right, pick the one you want to analyze. Alright, the big one. Alright, let's get detecting. Wow, she's practically glowing with excitement. First, sprinkle some aluminum powder over the print. Just touch the screen, like this. See? The oil left by the print absorbs the aluminum powder, so you just dust it on. And blow it off. Blow? It's like whistling. You know how to whistle, don't you? Just put your lips together. Wow! Amazing! It's like magic! Hehe, isn't it though? Alright, let's give this a shot. Incidentally, it's important that you cover the entire fingerprint with the powder. Alright, let's do this. Wait. Why isn't it working? I'm dusting for fingerprints and I'm just fine! Good, clear, quite impressive. Alright, match the print. Police office has samples so you can tell whose finger this print belongs to. Oh, that doesn't sound like as much fun as finding the print. Yeah, Apollo does drugs. Thank you, Carmen94. Alright, pick the person whose print you think it is. Probably have a good idea whose knife this is already. Alright. Yep, that sounds about right. And yeah, by the way, on the phone, this is much better because you don't have to scream in your phone in order to do the fingerprinting. You just have to swipe. The fingerprints do belong to the defendant. Yes, isn't it amazing? Ah, the power of science. It's my life. Apollo, she's sparkling. And I'm dimming. Look sharp, spirits up, the real fight is yet to come. Chin up, buddy! The trial isn't even started and I'm already losing. I mean, that sounds like the case of a certain other person that I know about. Two tarps have been placed on the ground around the stand. Oh, the victim was gonna have a picnic. Hey, boo-boo! I guess he could have eaten all the noodles he wanted. Yeah, don't touch those are preserving the crime scene. I guess the police put these tarps here after all. This mannequin's dressed up to look like a police officer. I've seen one at the station. Mannequin place of a body. Body of the victim has already been removed. Oh, do you think the victim was the Noodle Stand thief? What, you think someone killed him because he stole it? Yeah! Taking care of business, little Plum Kitaki style. Try not to sound too eager about that, please. Oh yeah, that's fine. I didn't even talk to her yet. Like, that's literally just how we introduce each other. Here, cocaine. Yeah, fingerprints! Fuck yeah, bro! Report came in late last night. Body was found much as you see it now. Except it was a real body. But why? Why was a body pulling a noodle stand? If I knew the answer to that, I wouldn't still be here. Well, what was the cause of death? A bullet wound to the temple. He was shot by a pistol. A pistol? Serious Trucy. Not the easiest thing to come by in this day and age, is it? Like, I don't know, I feel we see many pistols in these cases. Unless you're a cop or a gangster. Incidentally, the victim's name was Pal Maractus, and he sure wasn't a pal of... Okay. I just received the autopsy report, in fact. I mean, really, what's up with this case? It's enough to make me want to run off pulling a mysterious noodle stand behind me. Not so mysterious, actually. I shall tell her, Apollo. After all, we know where the stand come from. A likely story. I didn't come here to play games, you know. Actually, we do know where the noodle stand came from. Noodle stand's owner is... this guy! Arrest him! Okay, fine. Who's the old guy? This is the proprietor of Eldon Noodle, Mr. Eldoon himself. He's famous in this part of town. Not bad. I guess Mr. Wright picked the right kids for the job. That saved me a lot of work. Thanks. What sort of person was the victim anyway? You mean, what did he do? He was a doctor. A doctor? Starting to see connection here. Oh, who me? I'm just a supervisor for this crime scene. Detective Sky. I was out of the country for a while. I came back to be a forensic scientist. Ooh, were you studying abroad? Something like that. I was studying in Europe. Forensic sciences, mind you. But when I got back here, they threw me in criminal affairs, just like that. Why didn't you just become a forensic expert in Europe? Well, I suppose that was an option, but I had a lot of favors to repay to people back here. Favors? Wasn't she in high school when she left? What? What's that look for? I was involved in an incident before I left. Yep, we brought in the panty justice. Like, I can't believe I'm saying this right now. She's been out of the country for a while. She probably doesn't know about Mr. Wright's current state of affairs. Could you tell us a bit about the defendant? He's the only son of the Kitaki family, yes? Wookie Kitaki. I don't know if he's the boss son, but he's certainly throwing his weight around. Violently, in the detention center. I see. Why was he arrested in the first place? You're a defense attorney, aren't you? You're not his by any chance. Actually, yes I am. Well, we have a witness to the moment of the crime. The witness called the police. They'll be testifying during the trial tomorrow. Wah! Can you tell us a bit more about the victim? Well, let's see. Apparently he's the physician at a clinic in the area. Quite well off, too, from the sound of it. The clinic's name is the Miractus Clinic. Maybe that's why the cop car was parked there. What? You've been to the clinic? Yeah, though on a related... okay, no, that's a mistake here. Though on an unrelated issue, you mean? I told the detective about the case of the stolen noodle stand. I see. So that means... Dr. Miractus stole the stand and pulled it all the way here? That would seem to be the case. But why? Don't ask me! So, have you met the defendant? No. Visiting hours are almost over at the detention center. You might think about wrapping up here and heading over. Good idea. I don't know what good it will do. We have a witness and a knife with prints. If I mention I've got a bad feeling about this. Don't worry, it's like a Wright tradition. Some traditions I can live without. Alright, so let's go and finally talk to our client. I'm sorry, meeting hours for the day are all done. Oh, great. So we're not even gonna talk to our defendant somehow. But we still have 3 minutes! I'll put in your request, but don't expect anything. The father's talking in the private room with him. The father? You mean like a priest? I mean the suspect's father, Mr. Winfred Big Win's Kitaki himself. Not someone I care to meet. Die, you! You're the one on your way out, oh! Ah, they're here. Whoa! This guy radiates power. Power with a cute apron? You Wookiee's lawyer? Yes, sir! Well, I'm Big Win's Kitaki, fourth head of the Kitaki family. Capiche? Actually, I came to speak to your son, Mr. Justice. Yes! My son's innocent. He killed no one. If he were found guilty, it wouldn't be good. Capiche? Yes, I'm all about capiching. Capiche, loud and clear. You gotta do more than just understand to make it. You'll learn, though. Even if the lesson comes at the end of your short life. I don't feel so good. What's the big idea, old man? You can't treat me like a kid no more. Not now. You know what? I wanted to go to the clink. I like it here. You must be Wookie? A G's not a G till he does. Hot time. Bisoy! You'll see, when I get out of here, things will change. Silence! My apologies, Mr. Justice. He's usually such a nice boy. Forgive me if I have a hard time believing that. Ha! You can't take me under your wing this time, old man. You heard me? I don't need no trial. I did it! I think that's enough for today, Mr. Justice. Don't let me down tomorrow. So much for talking to our client. But we made so much progress today. We even found my panties. I had fun at least. Yep, I'm very happy about that. Of course, the biggest mystery of all remains. How am I supposed to build a case for the trial? Oh, almost forgot. It's time for my show. Tonight I'm performing at the Wonder Bar. You should come check it out. Yep, to be continued. We're finally done with the investigation. And coming up next, it's trial time. But first, I need a little bit of a break. Bathroom break, piss break, and all of the stuff. Thank you, Evil Crash, for the sub. Thank you very much. The Dojima family. Is that like is that like reverse Hideo Kojima or something? Yeah, a panty load, yep. Thank you, Pixel, for the sub as well. Thank you very much. Alright. I'm gonna turn the power off. Huh? Mr. Wright's not here today? He said his old foot injury was acting up. Old injury was all smiles yesterday. Yes, he smiled when he said we'd be fine as long as you're there, Trucy. Yes, fine. We'll be fine. Here comes justice! I started my voice training at 5 this morning. Ooh, do some now. I want to see. Here. Huh? Oh, okay. My name is Apollo Justice, and I'm fine! Sounds more like a self-mantra, that voice training. I'm fine, you know what I'm saying? Good morning. Yo, so, hit me with the guilty verdict, G, see if I care. You just hang loose and let things go with the flow, you know what I'm saying? Not really? Wookie, don't be running your mouth like that in here. See, that's the difference between me and you, old man. I ain't afraid of no cops. Real G's can keep it real till they spend some hard time in the pen. You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Like they've bone-beat voice training to Apollo. My worst fears realized. The trial's starting and I still haven't had a real talk with my client. Yeah, we should be fine, right? Court is now in session for the trial of Wookie Kitaki. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready to rock and roll, Herr Judge. Ah, it's him! The guy from yesterday. He's a prosecutor? It's Mr. Gavin's brother. Long time no see, Prosecutor Gavin. Were you taking a leave of absence? You know that little band I started in my free time? Thing is, we got real popular. Hard to say 9 to your fans when 3 of your singles go platinum, yeah? I see. To be honest, I was a little concerned. I fear that you might still be distraught over that one trial. Not to worry, Herr Judge. I would miss this Dane coat for the world. It's worth even more than VIP passes to one of my concerts, yeah? How could I pass up a chance to see the true strength of the little boy who bested my brother? It was worth canceling a show or two. Oh my goodness, my voice is all kind of stuck. May I give your opening statements to the court? Before that, I was thinking, is the air in this courtroom not a bit serious? It is a court of law. That's no way to get the crowd jumping, Herr Judge. They're not supposed to jump, this is a courtroom. Achtung, baby! Today we play it my way. What's that noise? Sometimes you have to get on up in order to get down to prosecuting. This is crazy. The victim, Pal Miractus, director of the Miractus Clinic. The scene, People Park. He was found pulling a noodle stand. What in the world was a doctor doing pulling a noodle stand? Yes, I believe. You will only find that out by asking the defendant right here, right now. Because it's an undeniable truth that he shot the victim. What do you mean undeniable? If you are to glare at anyone, Herr Justice, glare at the punk in the defendant's chair. His crime was witnessed quite clearly, you see. Very well. Please admit this witness to the court. Nine! Not yet! First, there's a little matter to be cleaned up. Could you talk without the accompaniment? I swear I could see the guitar for a second. What is it, Prosecutor Gavin? The motive, Herr Judge. Why did the little punk do it? Why did he kill the director of the Miractus Clinic?
Objection!
Not so fast. The defendant doesn't have to explain that. Oh, but what if the defendant specifically requests to do so, as he did this morning? I want to give a shout out to all my homies, I believe he said. What? What is right? They always say that on stage. You shall hit the crowd with speed and ferocity. Sounds like he got you good, huh, Polly? Well, this is highly unusual, but the court will now hear from the defendant concerning his motive in the crime. So, you, son, are the defendant. What key are you? I ain't your son, old man. You step to a Kitaki, you best be prepared to step strong. You step to a public official, you'd best be prepared to step into jail. Got to hand it to him. Wookie sure has guts. And stupidity galore. It's not his guts I'm worried about. Well then, the court will now hear testimony on the defendant's motive. From the defendant himself. Yeah, Wookie Kitaki's truth. I'll tell you one thing, that doctor was a quacker. Someone had to show him what's what. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my operation something bad. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye. So I gotta go in, get another doctor, patch me up again. That was the day I done figure it out. No OG's gonna let that pass. That's why I went to his pad that night. Know what I'm saying? You're saying you were one of the victim's patients? A lot of stuff goes down when you're keeping it real on the street. True that. I tell you one thing, that doc was whack. Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Can't believe this is the first time I'm hearing about all of this. Alright, so how are we getting ourselves out of that at this point? Do we even need a prosecutor in this case? Okay, alright. We gotta press with style. We're fucked! First of all, the word you're looking for is quack. And isn't that a little harsh? Is your family doctor? Who asked you pointy locks? Just who do you think you are? You're a lawyer? Look, I ain't trying to hear that. He was a quacker, plain and simple. By someone, you mean? Was there anyone with a score to settle with this doctor? Besides you, I mean? You better ask somebody else, Holmes. What do I care? Made up my own mind and did what had to be done. Straight gangsta style. But why were you so mad at this doctor? Yo, sit back and listen while I drop it, J-Man. I was in this clinic about half a year ago and messed up my OP real bad. So you were a patient at the Merectus clinic half a year ago. For what reason? I had what you might have called a mark of honor. Can you explain precisely what was wrong? We had a little run-in with the Rivalis family. That's when I pulled a jack move. And ran into an ambush. G busted a cap right in me. According to my sources, you couldn't stand the stress of waiting. And ran in 15 minutes before the appointed time. By yourself. Okay, so... like, what the fuck? Yours? No, he's guilty. I don't care about defending him anymore. Hey, I was more than a match for these guys. So you were carried to the Merectus clinic from there. Apparently he was shot in the heart. Shot in the heart and he's still alive. I can catch bullets between my teeth, but I never learned how to catch them with my heart. The bullet stopped just short of my thumper, you know what I'm saying? I would have been golden if it weren't for that quack duck. Can even take out a stupid bullet. So, as you say, the surgery was a failure. That ain't all of it, Holmes. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye. What do you mean he just lets you go without a word? What do you think it means? It's whack, that's what. Not sure what that means, but it sounds bad. It sounds as though Herr Doctor wished to hide his mistake. This is why he let the defendant go. He's a liar, straight up! He's a better G than me! So I gotta go and get another doc to patch me up again. This bullet is still... You know what? I can still feel it. Right there in my chest, pressing up against my heart. Your words are like a bullet shot straight into my heart. Or something to that effect. Incidentally, that's from one of our hit singles. Well, that sounds like a straightforward case of malpractice. Word, J-Man! Weren't no accident, that's full shizzle. It seems that there were issues with this doctor. Man, putting him down was like doing the world a favor. Wookie, please consult your lawyer before saying things like that. Chin up, Pepolo, back straight. But why did this mistake only come to light that day? It was found during the family health checkup. The family checkup? Yet for you. That was the wackest thing of all. All us G's lining up, taking eye exams and all that. Better to die young than to fade away, bzoy! A relief to hear. Eh? What's a relief? Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry so close to your heart, if not attended to immediately, it could kill you. What? Yes, Herr Dr. Merectus had knowledge concerning the ticking time bomb in you. Knowledge that could have saved your life. No way, that's whacked. There's proof. Your checkup report. How ironic that you will kill the one man capable of helping you. Oh, that's right. I didn't even check out the autopsy report. Okay, died between 10:15, 10:45. Damage to brain resulting from bullet wound. And entry point in the right temple. Yep, a bullet in the head. Now the checkup report. Yep. Kitaki report filed June 14. Metallic object found near heart. Urgent exam needed. You're almost as careless as he was. Well, now that the place is upping, let's get this gig started. Started? We've had enough of a warm-up act, yeah? Time to hear from the witness. Okay, sure is quiet all of a sudden. I'm a little uneasy myself. This is Gavin's strategy. I mean, yeah, let's establish the motive of the crime in order to better understand it. So, you will tell us your name and occupation. My name is Wesley Stickler. By occupation, I think it refers to something under which definition was unemployed. Where is a global someone attached to the confusions of guest staff, the vagueness and by which she means to say that he's a student. A junior at Highview University, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, in the Department of Science and Engineering. Filled with curiosity for all things, I spend my days in pursuit of truth, honing my... F. Stickler, please die to a revenant. Thank you. Please direct said curiosity to the case at hand today. Farewell, Mr. Stickler. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the night of the crime. You ask quite simplistically what I... fuck off. Alright. Much later.
I will solve it.
Thank you, Lord Misfit. Yeah, please hold your breath until you take the step. Right. That night, I passed through the park on my way home from shopping when I saw them. One man pulling a stand. Another man facing him. I saw him quite clearly. The man facing the victim was the defendant. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. A shot! The bullet hit the man pulling the stand from the floor, square in the forehead. Was there anyone else in the park at that time? I can say with 100% accuracy that there was not. The pistol a witness refers to is this. Court accept this into evidence. Alright, we cross-examine the witness, but first let's check out this pistol. Okay, 2 rounds were fired and the fingerprints were wiped. Okay, so we're probably not gonna find... Oh, alright. What can we even examine this for? Whoa, don't point that thing at me! Don't worry, I can handle myself around guns. Magic gun, at least. The one that pigeons come out... What? No, that's animal cruelty, Trucy. Okay, that was pretty fruitless, and we now know that there's no salvageable fingerprints out of this gun. Trucy, why are you staring like that at the witness? That man, I can't help but feel I've seen him somewhere before. Yeah, that night I passed through from shopping. Yeah, the shopper type. On the way home from shopping, you say, why go to the park? Ah, fascinating inquiry. No, it's not interesting. Revealing me culpable of being insufficiently verbal. Fuck off. Let us consider the time saved by passing through this park on the way home from the store. In that time, I am capable of solving 2 GMAT problem sets. On average, it requires me 3. Okay, fuck it. I'm skipping this fucking testimony. Yeah, the court hopes to finish cross-examination sometime this month. Please, I've got a recording book after this trial. And I've got a show to perform. Gee, sorry you're all so busy. Okay, fine. I was talking about this earlier whenever I pulled off the autopsy report.
Oh, my face!
Yep, there we go. Oh, my face. Thank you, Lord Misfit. But yeah, the bullet hit the man square in the forehead. No, the bullet was on the right temple. Study this, homeboy!
Objection!
That's all of it. I think I have a chance. Is that you relaxing, I see, Herr Justice? Objection! Once is quite enough, Mr. Justice. Polo, pace yourself. This trial's not over yet. Look at this. The autopsy report. Is there a problem with the autopsy report? Right. Problem. Yes! Problem is the location of the entry wound. The location? You testified that the killer shot the victim square in the forehead, did you not? I have already determined your angle of inquiry. Allow me to explain. It is quite simple, really. First, understand that when I say square, I speak not of... Sorry, right now I don't have a harp queued up, so that's why you're getting a banjo. Mr. Justice. Yes? Was your objection to these, krypton particle things? Sure, why not? This is the big time, and you're obsessed with something so small. You disappoint me. No, I'm obsessed with something big. I mean, there's a bigger, less nitpicky problem here. Do tell. Just look at the autopsy report. The location of the entry wound was... the right temple! Temple? Mr. Stickler, you said quite clearly that the victim was shot square in the forehead. That's a contradiction, isn't it? Like, he's such a dork. Like, I don't know, I kinda like him. It is right. Finally.
Objection!
Herr Justice. Oh, Herr Justice. Yes? Your tactics are outdated, trying to shake the witness by objecting to trifles. Surely you haven't forgotten the fatal wound your master suffered 7 years ago. Phoenix Wright, was it? Look, I know the wound was in the wrong place according to the testimony. Ugh. Hey, Herr Forehead. Forehead? Let's imagine you're walking through Doda Park. Whoops, I write another typo. You see two men facing each other, one with a pistol trained on the other. What will you do, Herr Forehead? Well, I guess I will try to stop them. I'd probably shout, "Stop!" And you, Fraulein? Me? Well, I'd probably scream, "Eek!" And you, Herr Stickler? What did you shout, I wonder? Yep, if the victim turned his head at the last moment... Oh. Oh yes, thank you for jogging my memory. It sounds like... oh my god! Okay, the copy editor went to sleep during this trial. What the fuck? It sounds like an addendum to the testimonies required. Alright, A Night in the Park 2, Electric Boogaloo. As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action. "Seize this at once, you two!" I cried, with composure. The victim turned in the direction of my voice, and a shot rang out. Whereupon our cowardly killer, the defendant, appeared to have become frightened. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. Alright, you attempted to stop the crime. Oh, indeed, with composure. Well, maybe the criminal wouldn't have fired if he hadn't shouted like that. Oh, yeah, that doesn't really matter right now, unfortunately. Let us consider this new testimony, shall we? Observe the diagram, if you would. Alright, the witness, Mr. Stickler, was it? Stood here. He shouted, "Oh, stop, please!" or something of this nature. And the victim responded by looking in the witness direction. If the killer were to have fired at just that moment, yep, bullet would have struck the right temple, as in the report. That does seem to be the case. Witness the power of a junior in Ivy University Department of Science. Very well, Mr. Justice, you may cross-examine the witness. Oh, that said, now I think you have to press him, so... Alright, sadly, we might have to actually listen to his, drivel. Alright, I took action. Oh, you saw a raised pistol, weren't you frightened? It can be said we students of Ivy University know... Oh. Thank you. Thank you very much for the bits. The moment I saw the pistol, my inner sense of justice compelled me to take action. That was certainly brave of you. You might have gotten shot. Eh? You certainly were lucky. If I were in the killer's shoes, I certainly wouldn't have left a witness behind. Actually looks like he had no idea it was in danger. Regardless, I attempted to halt the bloodshed. I seize this at once, you two, I cried with composure. I mean, do I really have to interrogate this? I mean, it should be pretty obvious. Victim turned in the direction of my voice and a shot rang out. Alright, let's try to hurry this up. You describe the killer's action more clearly. He seemed quite surprised, especially considering that it was he who did the deed. As we can see, human psychology is a tangled one. You're in science, not wordology. Oh, he shot, he panicked. A common tale, but true. Fortunately, before I could take further action, tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. Wait. But the gun did not have fingerprints, or at the very least, they were wiped. It's like, if he was frightened, would he have had time in order to wipe the... What's that gun, you fucker? Objection! Alright, wait a second. Another misleading request. Yet you're so beholden to your own mode of discourse, you can't see how it affects you. Come again. Wait a second, you say. A second? All we intended to wait just that, a single second, 1/16th of a minute. That's hardly enough time to draw a breath, let alone make a statement in court. Now, had you asked for an... Okay, you fucking lost me. Am I to understand you are objecting to the length of a second? Yes, I mean, no, here, just look at the pistol. Doesn't have a single fingerprint on it. Ha, a common ploy, made all the more common, I fear, by the prevalence of television. Criminals these days are loath to leave fingerprints. But you said the killer tossed the gun and ran. Didn't have time to wipe the guns for prints. Ah, the little girl sticking it to the university student. There's a song in there. I'm not little! Then let's think like adults, shall we, Fraulein? Eh? What if the killer, the defendant, was wearing gloves? Gotta admit, I didn't think of that, Apollo. Alright. Did he wear gloves? Like, let's check out our court record. What objects were associated with this killer? Yeah, the knife. Found at the crime scene bearing Wookiee's prints. So yeah, I'd say that's pretty convincing. If he was wearing gloves, there wouldn't be prints. Oh, whoops. I think I picked the wrong answer. Oh well, whatever. He can think of nothing, 9. Oh, I guess he could have been wearing gloves, I guess. Oh, whoops, did I fuck up? Ah, okay. No, I actually fucked this up. Okay, alright. Sorry, I gotta redo this again because yours truly cannot read. Objection! Right. Wait a second. Okay, no way. Yep, sorry, I can't read. My mistake. Right, the fingerprints were wiped, which means some trace of prints remain, which contradicts your testimony. If everything happened as you say it did, you wouldn't have time to wipe the pistol. That may be, but it does not change what I saw. The killer, the defendant, threw down the murderous weapon from his hand and fled. And this pistol was found at the scene of the crime, strongly suggesting that this was the weapon he disposed of. Sounds solid to me. Well, Herr Forehead, any of your precious objection? Oh. Okay, now I'm making clavier French now. Sorry. You know, I've only recently realized something. No matter how much you train your voice, doesn't matter if you have nothing to say. Yep, Apollo Justice, 2000 something. Put this in your quote book. You mean nothing to say? Isn't it obvious from what the witness just said? Eh? Isn't what obvious? When he restated what he saw just now, he said he saw Wookiee drop a murderous weapon. But that's not the same as being 100% sure of what Wookiee threw away. You're right. He's just confused because a pistol was found at the scene. Poor Mr. Stickler. Must be hard to be so perfect and yet so wrong. Well, it can be said I'm quite offended. Well, it is indeed true. I wasn't my... All we can say for certain is that the witness saw the killer throw something. Alright, we have something to say about this? Yep. If what he threw wasn't a pistol, it had to be something else. At least one person on the defense team seems to be thinking. Wipe that smile off your pretty face, Gavin. Come on, he's not even that mean. It's like other prosecutors in the series will be like, oh, let's wait for this shit brain of a fucker to just finish embarrassing themselves in the ass. Oh, is that a sword? Yep, the tiniest sword. I saw one of those on the night movie last night. Great, a sleep-deprived judge. This knife was found at the scene of the crime with the defendant's prints on it. Yep, his prints. This single piece of evidence proved two important things. One, that what the defendant threw down was not a pistol. Two, that the defendant was not wearing gloves. And three, suck my ass, Judge. Whoosh! Oh, Herr Forehead. You're forgetting two other things you've just proven. One, that the man the witness saw was the defendant, Mr. Kitaki. Two, that the defendant was holding a knife with the intent of harming the victim. Yep, indeed. Like, whether it was a knife or a pistol, that's still a big threat. Never underestimate a Gavin is the lesson here. This court is of the opinion that our witness is fond of making assumptions. In that light, I believe it will behoove us to hear about what really occurred. With less assuming, please. Like, behooving is when you ask a horse to do a testimony, right? Is it always the same with you people? Mark left the house on foot, and 5 minutes later his brother left after him. How long will it take for Mark's brother to catch up to him? Assuming that Mark never had to stop for a traffic light. Assuming. Yes, that's what I said. Assuming. As if that were a probable situation at all. Yet here you are, assuming that my assumption is no better. What this court assumes is that the witness will testify as to what happened after the shot was fired. Yeah, that's the sound of the judge taking action. Thank you very much, whoever donated. Alright, from shot to call. Right, I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene. Nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I use my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrive at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. Why didn't you chase the killer? He was, as you say, a killer. Of course, I could have run him down. Yet what would he have done when cornered? Sadly, it takes more than an aptitude for solving quadratic equations to know that. Did the testimony earlier not prove the defendant's presence at the scene? And do we not also now know that there was no one else there? It seems clear that we have our killer. Does it not? Does it not, Mr. Justice? Better find a way to take his testimony down quick. Also, why will he ask that? Because it's a second trial at this point, right? Hey, we're still getting experience. Alright, could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene. I mean, right now, let's get some info. Alright, it was clear the killer had noticed me. Naturally, he ran in the opposite direction, so it will be north. Oh, Actun! Don't even think about pointing out that he was going away from his home. All he had to do was loop back once he was out of sight. How did he know that's where I was going? Nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. You are certainly composed for someone who just witnessed a killing. If one is to devote one's life to the pursuit of science, one must never flinch at the sight of a little blood. Nor be so moved by a chemical discovery that one drops one's flask upon the lab room floor. Ooh, cool answer. Very cool. So nothing strange about how he acted. What? Trucy, what are you doing? Like, are you gonna say something, or... Wasn't your first thought to call an ambulance? It can be said that I have dabbled in medicine. The injury I witnessed, namely a single shot to the head, tends to result in death. Ergo, there was no need for me to call an ambulance. Oh, a perfect syllogism. A proof in 3 parts. Exquisite. Simply exquisite. He actually looks like he's going to cry. Okay. Can you please stop staring? Like, please. Can you tell us in detail about those 10 minutes? He stood in a state of heightened awareness. Anything could happen at any moment. Anyone could appear from any direction. Is that all? No one came. Nothing happened at all. I saw it all, which is to say, I saw nothing. It's late at night. It's not hard to think there will be few people around in the park. So we just stood there watching. Not much to go on there. Trucy, if you've got something to say, by all means, say it. I can't find a single problem with that testimony. Had enough at last, hair forehead? Maybe it's time to back off a bit. I mean, do we have something to go on here right now? I mean, yeah, I think it's time. There's nothing fishy about this testimony at all. It appears there is no objections to the witness' current testimony. There are any number of ways to explain the lack of prints on the pistol, I assure you. Perhaps the killer really was wearing gloves which wiped the previous user's prints off. Then, after the deed was done, this fell out of his pocket as he was throwing the gun away. A mistake befitting of a small-time punk, in my opinion. No. No! Seems we've come to the end of the line here. Wait, it's not already over? Yeah, that can be all. How unfortunate. It seemed that you weren't cut out to stand on the same stage as me. Were you, hair forehead? I believe this brings the cross-examination to a close. This court will now declare a verdict for the defendant, Kitaki. What? Trucy? Nobody move. What's the meaning of this? Who are you? There'll be no verdict in this court. Not yet. Wait, are you one of the Kitakis? The Kitakis? You mean the notorious gangsters? If you don't want to see me give the pretty little girl a new smile, do as I say. Adjourn the court for 20 minutes. What? This court will not bow to pressure from the likes of... Herr Judge. I see little point in further aggravating this gentleman. Recess. 20 minutes, or I promise you, you'll regret it. Wait! How did he disappear so fast? Come to the defendant lobby, Apollo. I suppose I have no choice but to adjourn for a 20-minute recess. Bailiff, catch that mysterious man! Okay, that's a cliffhanger and a half. Alright, let's keep going. Only one way forward through this mess. Trucy! Trucy! You move quick, Apollo. Good show, good show. Trucy! You're okay! I thought... Don't cry, Apollo. Those good-for-nothing gangsters. There are some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges! Wait, just calm down, Apollo. Or else... What the heck is that? Surprise? This is one of my best tricks, the amazing Mr. Hat. You look marvelous, darling. He's a big hit on stage at the Wonder Bar. Yes, I am a big hit. Well, what do you think? Do you like it? You mean you... Trucy! There's some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges! Also, how do you keep that hidden? Very carefully. Apollo, now is not the time to be threatening me. It's you who's being threatened here! Eh? Remember what you said to Waki's father yesterday? You promised you'd save his son! But that testimony was rock solid! What are you suggesting I do? Look, once the judge declares a verdict, it's all over. If I can use my talent to stop that from happening, I will. Trucy, no more stage abductions, please. Not talking about magic, Apollo. I know when the witness isn't confident. I can perceive what he's feeling. It might not mean anything, but it's all we've got. You can see what he's feeling? Think back, Apollo. Think back to the times where there was a contradiction in his testimony. All the times! Wait, all the time there was a contradiction? So, yeah, do you remember all of the time there was a contradiction? Was Mr. Stickler doing something? By the way, it doesn't matter what answer that you pick, because you'll be put on the right track anyway. But I don't remember. Actually, I don't remember them exactly. Good thing I do. There were 2 times where he made statements he wasn't confident in, and each time there was a contradiction. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol was pointed at the man pulling the stand. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. Said the man tossed aside a pistol, but it turns out he wasn't sure, and sure enough, there was a contradiction. Yeah, how does that help us? Didn't you notice anything? Whenever he made a statement he wasn't confident in, he displayed a certain habit. In his hand he held... Okay, alright. Did you see it? The very moment he said the word pistol, his fingers got all tense, and he fiddled with the corner of a page in his book. How am I supposed to see that? Well, I could see it. How else do you think Daddy went 7 years without losing a game of poker? What? I always sat next to Daddy during big matches. Could see what his opponents were feeling. Like, no, that's cheating! You mean that's how Mr. Wright won all those games? It's not cheating, officially. I wasn't looking at their cards or anything. And I wasn't there all the time, either. Daddy's quite good at poker, after all, but not good enough to go undefeated that long. Great, so he cheated, but what does that do for us? I don't believe this. You have to listen to his testimony one more time. No, scratch that. You have to watch his testimony. Perceive the truth. Watch a testimony? Perceive the truth? The only thing I'm perceiving is that I'm going to lose. Not true. Daddy said so. He said you have the power, Apollo. Mr. Wright said that? Watch the testimony. Perceive his true feelings. Is she serious? Time's up. Sorry, I can't think of any other way out of this one, Apollo. What was that she said before the trial started? Yeah, he smiled when he said we'd be fine as long as you're there, Trucy. Is this what he meant by us being fine? Well, method aside, she did avoid one guilty verdict already today. Time to show this court what I'm made of. Get ready for justice. Let's do it. Apollo! You know, I'm starting to think I can do this. I knew you could do it all along. one more thing. Try to cover for Mr. Hat as best you can. I just flew in from the coast and boy are my arms tired. Right. Court is now back in session. Right, we're fine. I'd like to say to the young lady standing next to you, Mr. Justice. Oh, you mean me? Don't you have anything to report? Anything concerning the mysterious phantom in the silk top hat? Ah, right, him. Don't worry about him. I settled that. You settled that? Yes, it was an out-of-court settlement. Right. Perhaps Fraulein will have us believe it was nothing more than a passing dream. A fantastic illusion, now you see it, now you don't. Am I right? I think he's onto me. I wish he would stop being so cool. Let us dispense with these niceties and get straight to the matter. What are your plans for our gifted witness? Right, the defense would like to request another cross-examination. Because I forgot to ask something. There was no issue with the witness' previous testimony. I will grant your request, however, but this court will not permit stalling for time. Understood, Your Honor. By the way, do you know who ended up pioneering this ability to stall in court? Joseph Stalin. That's a string. Goodbye, everyone. That's the worst fucking joke I've ever done. Don't forget I put... When he isn't sure about something, he has an habit of fiddling with his book. Alright, could not prevent the killer from reading this sign. Ah, okay, so it's this. Aha! So yeah, he fiddles with his book whenever he's not certain. He was certain for all of his testimony except for statement number 3. Alright, focus, Apollo. Find his weak spot. Focus. If only if it was that easy. My ears hear what he says. My eyes see his expression. Do I have to do something more? What other senses do I have? Oh yeah, the bracelet like is totally, this is absolutely not befitting for court. What's going on? My bracelet feels different somehow. I think Daddy was right. You can see it, can't you, Apollo? You're almost there. Find a weak spot in his testimony. I know this sounds crazy, but my bracelet is trying to tell me something. Right. Right, we're gonna have to press him on that statement again. Right. Wait, Apollo. Alright, this has to be it. Yep, you mean his habit? Like, come on, we just saw that. So yeah, the only time he even had the book open was there. Alright, this is the place to look for the habit. Alright, I don't know how I know, but I know. Another quote for the agents. My bracelet, it's different somehow. I can feel it reacting to something about the witness. Yep, your bracelet. Not sure I get this focus stuff you were talking about, Trucy. But I have a feeling that trusting my bracelet is the way to go. Okay, just need to touch my bracelet as it reacts to the testimony. What's going on? Like, no, that's not the first time you've done that. I can see the witness' face, his expression so clearly. It's filling my mind. I can see nothing else, hear nothing else. Apollo? Trucy, what's happening to me? That's what I meant by focusing. Focusing? In this state, you can see everything, Apollo. Everything the witness does. That's great, but this is kind of freaking me out. Just look for Mr. Stickler's twitch. His habit. You remember it, right? Sure, when he says something he's not sure of, he fiddles with a page of his book. You got it. Right now, you're looking at the witness' face. And your eyes are sort of bugging out. I'll bet they are. First, move your focus of attention down to Mr. Stickler's hand. Alright. You know what to look for now, but you have to be looking at the right place. You can only see his face like this. Alright, time to try changing my viewpoint. Alright, now you're really ready. Ready for what? Ready to perceive the truth behind the Twitch. Twitch.tv/psycheyeball. Alright, try listening to the witness talk as you focus. Then watch for his habit. And when he fiddles with the page. Alright, that's your signal to look closer, to perceive. Find his weak spot, and I guarantee we'll be able to give him the royal flush. Spoken like a true poker's head daughter. A magician, thank you very much. So I have to pay attention to his word and his fingers. Don't worry if you miss it, you can always try again. Alright, look out, nervous Twitch, here comes justice. Alright, yep, there it is. I use my cell phone. Help!
Gotcha!
Yep, I saw it just now. I could see it. Oh, Mr. Justice, do you have something to say? Yeah. Oh, this banging of discs is quite bad for my for your circulation. Like, how old are you? Hold on a second. You're just 22. Don't be a wimp. Or, whatever. It's like, you're not 60 or something. Your blood circulates just fine. Yeah, why did you fiddle with the page of your book just now? The very moment you mentioned your cell phone. What are you talking about? I'm curious now about this cell phone of yours. Mind if I ask a few questions? Alright, what to ask, Alright, let's ask his phone. Alright, please show me your cell phone. Ugh, what? Whatever for... Show me and you'll find out. Well, I can't. I don't have it, you see. Yeah, you don't have it? Mr. Stickler, is this your cell phone? Yo! Where did you get that? Yep, that's the phone from yesterday. In the garage. If the car moves, it will be crushed for sure. How strange, Mr. Stickler. Can you explain why your cell phone is sitting here in my hand at this very moment? Wait a minute, what's the meaning of this? The cell phone was found yesterday in the Merectis Clinic garage. The Merectis... Why, that's where the victim lived! Ugh, that's impossible! Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court, didn't you? If your cell phone is here, how could you have called the police? It's true. I didn't have my cell phone that night. Case solved. That is why it can be said that I called the police from a public payphone. A payphone, so you didn't call on your cell phone after all. Where was this payphone located, Mr. Stickler? Well, to indicate it with a startlingly high degree of accuracy, was right around here. That's quite a ways from the park. But why did you lie? There can only be one reason. He didn't want the court to know he had lost his cell phone. Because it was found in the victim's garage. What are you saying? Mr. Stickler, you broke into the Merectis Clinic garage on the night of the murder. The cell phone tells all! But it's ridiculous. That makes it sound like I snuck into this fellow's garage to commit some crime. As though I was trying to kill him. Well, Dr. Merectis was killed that night. Well, yes, but no, this line of reasoning has to be against the rules. Yes, it's true, I lost my cell phone. You can't prove that I lost it that night. Alright, that cell phone was dropped the night of the murder. It does raise considerable suspicion as to a connection with the crime. Alright, connect Mr. Stickler to the crime. Alright, do I have a piece of evidence that can do the job? Can I prove the cell phone was dropped? Yes. Alright. Ooh, I like your swagger, Herr Forehead. Hit it. Court will see this evidence, Mr. Justice. Hit it, as they say. The evidence that proves the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder is... actually, yeah, that's fine. Is it this one or this one that I have to choose? What we can... the way that we prove it is that essentially the cell phone was under the car, and if the car ended up moving at all, the cell phone will have been crushed. So... yeah, the question is, do I present the cell phone or this? I guess we'll see. Only two ways. Yep, here we go. Side view mirror? As it so happened, Dr. Merectis' car was in an accident that took place the night of the murder. Oh, an accident. An accident? An accident? Dr. Merectis' car hit the pedestrian. What are you trying to say? In the absence of a mirror, it's clear that the car was parked after the accident, which means it was parked there after 9 p.m. on the night of the murder. If your cell phone had been dropped before the car was parked in that garage, then it would have been crushed. After all, it was lying on the ground, right under the wheel. Ugh. There you go, Mr. Stickler. The only time you could have dropped this in that garage was after 9 p.m. the night of the murder in the park. Mr. Stickler, you know what this means? You did break into the victim's garage at night. This is most unexpected, Mr. Justice. Are you naming the witness as a suspect in the murder of Pal Merectis? No! Stop! This is too much! This can't be happening! Prosecutor, say something! I suppose it is worth saying this. No connection has been found between Wesley Stickler and Plum erectus. That is, other than this. Alright, our next testimony will be most revelatory. Alright, is the witness prepared? Yes, Your Honor. Oh, I know that face. That's the face of guilt. Alright, Stickler's truth. That night, yes, I went to the supermarket. I must have dropped my cell phone on my way back. And when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer, the victim, the stand, all as clear as day. It was him. I saw the defendant at the scene. Alright, your cell phone was lying in a garage. Yes, well, as you can see, my model of cell phone is a defect. It is given to rolling... No, fuck off. Cell phones don't work that way. Is your cell phone like a freaking circle? Looks like a normal cell phone to me. Like, your lies are so bad even the judge is not buying it. Oh, that's funny. My bracelet didn't react at all during this testimony. Oh, his nervous habit must not be acting up. Didn't sense anything either, actually. Looks like you're on your own this time around. Alright, here comes justice. Alright. Get rolling minutes. Oh, you went shopping, which means you were holding a grocery bag when you witnessed the murder taking place. Eh? Well, yes, of course. Incidentally, the prosecution has received no report of this domestic detail. Mr. Stickler, can you explain yourself? No, I mean, yes, I did go shopping, really. I walked around the supermarket trying out the free samples. It's a deeply spiritual time for what? I'm writing a paper on free samples at the supermarket as part of my scientific studies. If they sampling free food count as a religion? Alright, that night I sampled to my heart's content and was on my way back home. Alright, that's when you pass in front of the Maractus Clinic. Oh, why, yes, that's correct. Oh, that was a pretty suspicious pause there. Do you think you could be a bit more specific? Alright, please show us the exact route you took on the night of the murder. Alright, of course. Supermarket is here along the main road. My way home from there takes me past the Maractus Clinic. It's probably when I dropped my cell phone. Yet woe is I walked on unaware of my loss. And walked right into that fateful park. The question is, did I needed to press anything else? Well, to be exact, one might say that I went in from the entrance closest to the Maractus Clinic. Same entrance our victim used. Alright, did you see wheel marks from a noodle stand? Oh, no recollection of such a thing. Though I might have missed the track, I could not miss what happened next. I am a keen observer of the obvious, you might say. Yep, you want that, you totally want that on your resume. I am a witnesser of the obvious. Oh, this part of the testimony is the key. Okay, do we press him about the killer, the victim, or the noodle stand? Start with the noodle stand. Quite well, yes. For a student of the sciences, keen observation and healthy curiosity are vital. I remember everything. I could even read the sign. Oh, I believe it said, noodle. Oh, for remembering something quite well, it sure took you a while to tell us. And thank you for telling us that a noodle stand sells noodle. Very enlightened. Oh my god, the judge in this case is on fire. Alright, well, Mr. Justice. Yeah, is this worthy of anything? Okay, alright. Whoops. Wait. But the stand says Eldoon. Like, what? Okay, are you reading backwards, Mr. Stickler? What is... So one side says Eldoon and the other one says Noodle. Alright, what about that sign? Could that be important? Yes, it is. The sign of the Noodle Stand said Noodle. Oh, it appears the defense has just obtained a vital piece of testimony. Oh, is the Noodle Stand broth really that delicious? I'd have to go sample the wares one of these days. Yep, there we go. We're getting new customers. You better pay us with salty noodles. Whatever sort of noodle that stand sells, it can't match. Shut up. No. You're a dork. Go back home. Yep, I even remember the sign on the stand the victim was pulling. It said noodle. Alright.
Objection!
Oh, and you're absolutely sure the sign read noodle. Oh, why? Just last week, my professor offered me this praise. At least you have good eyesight. Like, seriously, what is this fucking... It read, without a doubt, noodle. I see. What? What are you looking at me like that? Is that pity I see in your eyes? Let's take a look at our map, shall we? So you're claiming that when you saw the sign, you were standing there. It will have been a bit hard to read the sign from this stuff. Alright, I'd like to please take another look at the stand and to carefully read what the sign says. Yeah, the sign actually states the name of the stand's owner. Eldoons. Inconceivable! I'm certain it was definitely noodle for sure, positive! Oh, I'm afraid your professor was wrong about that eyesight. Oh! Right, the sign he saw changes everything. Yeah, the witness says the sign said noodle, and he actually saw it right. Yeah, what would you say if I told you that there is one spot from which the sign will be read the way Mr. Stickler claimed? What? Alright, show us the spot. The witness actually viewed the stand from this location. Yep. Turns out he wasn't on the south of the stand, he was north. Because on the north, the stand would actually say noodle. And when viewed from the south, the sign on the stand reads Eldoons, as we know. However, thanks to the power of 3D, you see, this is why we needed another Ace Attorney game for the DS explicitly. For all of the 3D we can now do, which was not doable on the GBA. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court. You witnessed a crime from the northern side of the park, not the south. Yow! You got me! So what? So what? What does it matter if he saw the killing from the north or the south side? Makes no difference at all. He's right, travel far enough to the south and you will end up going north. You on a global scale, directions are utterly without meaning. Actually, maybe he's right. What does it change? It changes everything, Apollo. Trucy? Remember his testimony from before. Though to be honest, I'm a little scared of where this is leading. There we go, more 3D. It's like, I'd say that's the highlight of the game, those crime scene renditions. Yeah, Mr. Stickler shouts, "Seize this at once, you two!" At which point, the victim turns his head to look. The killer fires. Yep, on the right temple. So yeah, no contradiction, right? Right. But if Mr. Stickler was standing on the north side of the park, that reverses the whole scenario. Yep. If that happened this way, then, hey, you know where this is going. The victim looks in this direction. Better watch out, my gun shoots arrows, motherfucker. Yeah, the bullet will have to hit the left temple. Aha! In other words, someone standing at point K couldn't shoot the victim in his right temple. It's impossible. That's right. So, now that we know that Mr. Stickler was standing on the northern side, the wound location takes on an entirely different meaning. Indeed, you're absolutely correct, Fraulein. What meaning? The entry wound was on the right side of the victim's head, correct? Well, the right side of the victim's head is north. North. But that's where the witness, Wesley Stickler, was standing. Correct. So, if he was standing to the north, then the only person here who will have shot the victim in the right temple was Mr. Stickler himself. Yep. We are going places. The apple didn't fall far from the tree. She's flipped this whole case on its head while I was still figuring it out.
Objection!
Clarify one point for me if you would, half-forehead. Yeah, what now? Are you truly accusing this college student of murder? Can't say exactly looks innocent, but something still doesn't feel right. Yeah, I just can't picture him as the real killer. No, please, looks aside, I'm really a nice guy. All my friends say so. Alright, what do we have to say? Oh, what are you gonna do now, Justice? So yeah, do we accuse him? Alright, do we accuse him of murder? Do we accuse him of another crime? Or no accusation? Yeah, this guy does not have the body of work for murder, but something else. Yeah, I don't think Wesley Stickler's a killer, but he's not innocent either. His unusual silence tells me that much. Mr. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell us why, now! The word confession isn't in my dictionary. Forehead. I'm afraid it falls to you to elucidate Herr Stickler's silence. Alright, you did say you were accusing the witness just now for a crime other than murder. Your reason, court's all ears. I know he's guilty of something, but what crime other than murder is there? Do I have evidence that shows his involvement in some other crime? Yep. Court's all eyes. Show us evidence that points to the witness' involvement in a crime.
Take that!
Yep, there we go. We're back here. The evidence is this. What? Is that women's underwear? Hey, those are mine. Yep, we know, Trucy. Please say something. God damn it. Don't look at me like that! Order! 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 Mr. Stickler! Well, I can't say this comes as a shock. It's not what it seems by Pythagorean theorem! Yeah, on the night of the murder, just past 9 p.m., a young girl catches a panty snatcher red-handed. Bravely, she gives chases, but the snatcher flees and hides himself in no other place than the Miractus Clinic garage. Aha! Incidentally, these panties were found in the exhaust pipe of the car there. Presumably, he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. Ergo, while you may not be a murderer, you are guilty of panty snatching in the first degree! Please hear me out! It's not what it looks like! Order! 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 Mr. Stickler, you should be ashamed! It's not what it seems! So, are we to understand that you were silent not because you were guilty of murder, but because you lacked the courage to admit your theft of this girl's undergarment? Perhaps you're not aware that my school's name was originally written Ivy. I stands for intelligent, V stands for valiant. See? Your point. I'm not done. Now, I'm a major in the science department. And what does science teach, if not curiosity? Yes, we of the IVU, science department, are valiantly curious. No challenge is too daunting, and what greater challenge to science than a mystery? Come on, you're talking about a girl's panties here. No, you do not understand. A mystery is the unknown, and the unknown is unacceptable. And, my friends, when it comes to mysteries, those panties are the promise. I fucking hate this guy so much. From the moment I first laid eyes on them, I was compelled to investigate. For science! A full-size car tire was only the first mystery those panties revealed. A tire? Yes, I saw her do it! She pulled a tire out of those panties! But that's not all. First, there was the tire, then a stew pot, and a frozen chicken! One mystery after another. It was magic. Oh, I remember now. He's one of the regulars in the audience at the Wonder Bar. Huh. He's talking about my magic panties trick. I just don't understand. A broom from a pair of panties? It mocks the very laws of physics. A broom and a frozen chicken, Trucy? Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits? Mr. Stickler! You stole this girl panties to understand a magic trick? You say panties, but they are so much more than that. For me, they are an object for serious study. I wonder... There has been a recent rash of panty snatchings in the area. Were they all you? I'm sorry, but I did it for science! Each time I spied a pair of panties flapping in the breeze, I thought maybe this will be the pair that will elicit the mystery. Even that night as she chased me through the street, I went tears of joy. Perhaps this is the light that I will seize the truth that lies within those panties. Yeah, who was I? But once again, the lacy edge of power that slipped through my fingers. Still, that leaves one thing unexplained. Ah, you refer to our witness Sutherland, yes? The witness claimed he saw the crime from the south, but was in fact in the north. Indeed. Will anyone care to explain why he lied about that? Be my guest there, forehead. Me? Did I not hear you correctly? Did you not say you do not accuse the witness of murder? Why then did the witness lie about this location at the time of the shooting? Or have you no idea? Apollo? There's something about the way the diagram is arranged right now. When you think about it, right where Mr. Stickler was standing, isn't there a... Oh yeah, that's that I'm not sure you're allowed to view the diagram again, which is kind of a bad afterthought or something like... hold on, can you see the... maybe in here? Oh no, that's the only map that we're getting. But yeah, there was something else into the diagram, like, why did the witness lie about his location? In the location where we ended up seeing the diagram, there was something near the witness, and it was a trash can. What was inside the trash can? The evidence that shows why he lied is this. What? More panties? How many panties are you carrying in your pocket here, forehead? These are the last honest. These were found in a trash can at the park. Looking at the diagram, we can see that the trash can was right next to where the witness stood. Mr. Stickler, you didn't... Alice, I'm a failure as a scientist. I can't unravel the mysteries of the universe. I can't even unravel a pair of panties. Yep, I'm sorry, this guy is never getting any. So, these panties are your handiwork as well? That night, I had been chased, hounded into the Maractus Clinic garage. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my prize. Don't you see how I felt? Believe me, I'd rather not. I hid in the garage for a short while. Then, abandoning the panties, I made for home. To avoid the office where the girl works, I went toward the south entrance. When I saw them hanging there on a clothesline by a giant mansion. A giant pair of panties. Okay, alright, I'm going too far here. Apparently you didn't know those bloomers belonged to the mob. I had them safe in my pocket, ready to take home. When I stumbled upon a murder. The murder of Dr. Maractus. I reported what I had seen, but as I waited for the police to arrive, I got scared. What if they searched me? It's when you dispose of the bloomers? Yes, it was a severe blow to the program of science, but one that had to be borne. A fascinating, if disturbing tale. believe this brings today's proceedings to a close. And if I'm more than pleased to dismiss this witness for the remainder of the trial. One last thing, if I might. Yes, Prosecutor Gavin? Regardless of where we headed today, some vital points were made. Namely, that the defendant, Kitaki, was at the scene of the crime. And he was pointing a weapon at the victim. One more thing. Kitaki has a clear motive. Indeed, the defendant, Kitaki, is still the prime suspect in this case. The only suspect, in fact, assuming there was no one else on the scene at the time. Yet, a mystery remains. The location of the wound in the victim's right temple has yet to be explained. The court requests further investigation from both the defense and prosecution. Yeah, baby! No problem. Very well, this brings the trial to the day for a close. Court is adjourned. Oh boy, that was quite the mouthful of the trial and everything.